2 of IEEE R10 PS virtual training program. We have an equally engaging lineup of sessions planned. So let's dive into the schedule. Let's start by welcoming Ms. Jessica Brand, IEEE PS President, and Mr. Hassan Abdullah, Chair of IEEE PS Professionals Committee. Welcome. And also, I welcome all of you to this event. So, for a welcome note for today, I invite Mr. Rishikant Thakur, Chair of the IEEE Art and PS Student Chapter Committee. So, please.
Thanks, Siddhi. Thank you so much, guys. I welcome you all for day 2 of IEEE Region and PS Virtual Training Program 2023 managed by IEEE Region and PS Student Chapter Committee. And thank you so much to be here. I just want to let you know, please raise your hand who were present yesterday also. Okay, react please. Okay, okay, okay. That's great. Okay. Anybody new here who is just joined this day only? Okay, no worry. So, thanks for joining again today. Today's session is equally important as you have on yesterday. Today is mostly about the PES opportunities and the options of funding and various IEEE resources we have in PS. So I'm just briefing you about today's agenda. If you have gone through that, we have today's PS Resource Center and other online platform in IEEE. That's again just like tools you are required for any volunteers in IEEE and PS. Then we have HPSPCP 2024, a complete elaboration about the various scoring rubrics, how you can make your applications really promising and you will get maximum funding from this. And what are the changes for this year that is going to be explained, and how to report B-tools V-tool events effectively. And then we have the HPSPCP success story. This is the from North South University representative. This is basically that PSSPC which got the maximum funding in region 10, 500 USD from HPSPCP. So we have a talk with them about how to make their application successful and how to apply, how to make your year-long strategy. Followed by we have a MDI membership driven initiative session by Conrad, the chair of IEEE MDI, and the new terms and condition for this year as well. This is really very important for you guys because we have a deadline of 30th or 31st of October for this initiative. Followed by we have first address from Jessica Hasala, and then you have a complete query session for all over the 2 days of VTP, and you can raise your queries. And that's all for these today's VTP day 2. So I request Siddhi to please carry on, and now let's go for the first day session. Thank you so much, guys, to be here.
Thank you, Rishi. Sai Prashant, IEEE Art and PS FCC volunteer, will guide us through the PS Resource Center and other online platforms within IEEE. So I invite Sai Prashant to take over the session. Sai, please.
Thank you so much, Siddhi, and thank you, Rishi, for making me part of the virtual training program. So let me share my complete screen. So hope my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, Sai, it is.
Yes. So yes. So today's complete session will be going to be on the PS Resource Center and the other online platforms in IEEE. So myself, Sai Prashant, I am the member of IEEE Art and PS Student Committee. So moving on further, we have this following table of contents where will be going to demonstrate you from the scratch. It's going to be completely purely I want complete hands-on kind of thing where we'll be showing you about how we use the collaborative platform and what will be the collaborative platform, what is exactly the IEEE rosters, what is the IEEE PS resource centers, what are the things that have been available, and IEEE OYO analytics, IEEE email alias, how do you create your IEEE email alias, then your membership validator, then we'll be giving you an overview of the IEEE Conquer platform. Then we will be showing you the tool of the IEEE volunteering platform. Then IEEE Explore, IEEE.TV, and IEEE Petitions Portal and IEEE Membership Development Kit. So this is what we have planned for the next 1 hour of time. But before going to that, I would love to inform you To be frank, IEEE PES, that is the Power and Energy Society, is the leading provider of the largest technological development in the domain of the power and energy industry, the formation of the key industry standards, and the continuing education of the society members and industry, and also the general public. So we have the complete website. If you go into the complete PES website, it's now completely revamped. We have complete all the information, whatever you require for chapter or anyone, whether a student member or else whatever you want to contribute to PES, it has been clearly driven on the complete website. And we have the various outreach committees also, like scientific committees, strategic partnerships, IEEE sister societies. We have the various communities and councils. We have the various representatives, and you can also reach out to everyone. And also, I would like to inform you, our PES staff are here to help and provide you all the assistance. So you can also meet them through our website. And PES has a lot of member benefits, and there are so many reasons that why you should join PES, because those are, from the past 2 days we are able to cover. And even I'm telling you, this complete training program will not even be sufficient to know the complete what you call benefits, because there are a number of benefits. So moving ahead, just let me give you the complete the first part. So we are going to do it from scratch. So I'll be giving you an overview of the IEEE Collaborative platform. So basically, IEEE Collaborative is a networking community. Basically, it is for what you call connect, collaborate, and innovate. So it's like it's a completely a platform, online platform in the IEEE to have a professional networking offered by the members, researchers, others, everyone. So what you get from this? So first, we will go to the collaborate platform. We'll go to the signing up to the IEEE Collaborate. If you don't have an account, you create a free account. And most important thing is that IEEE Collaborate is not only for the IEEE members, but also to the non-IEEE members too. So even the non-IEEE can able to access, but there are some premium resources. Like if you see the challenges, the communities, this all cannot be accessed by the non-IEEE members. But for the members, it's a very good platform. I will say some of the very good stories of the IEEE Collaborate platform, because this is a platform has provided some good number of opportunities to a lot of people. So if you log into,
Prashant. Hello,
yeah,
Prashant.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
little bit voice issues there. Can you change your some audio source? Is it possible?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, okay. Like voice is little bit, not clear. Like feedback is also like that.
Hello?
Okay. Yeah. Hello.
Now is it okay?
Uh, can you please try a little bit more?
Now?
Yeah, it's fine now, I guess.
Okay, fine. Done. Okay. Thank you, Rishi. So, moving ahead. So, this is our complete platform wherein which we will be like, you will be seeing like whatever you have been updated on your the profile, can able to see your roles and designations. So, this is a complete what you call the your own landing page, the home page, where you can see how many number of years of membership you have, what is your what you call your grade of the membership, what are the other premium services for the IEEE members. Like you can able to download your IEEE membership cards, your what you call certificates. You can go access your membership directory. You can able to see which student branch you are, which section you are, and you can able to do some mentoring over here. You can able to see some career services, membership forum, and you can able to see the direct link through the IEEE Spectrum. Like every month we get the magazine, so you can able to see what are the latest advancements that you get from the Spectrum. And you have something called as IEEE.tv, like all the videos, all the platforms, like whatever the digital resources that the IEEE is going to have, you can able to what you call able to experience from this platform itself. And also the membership support you can able to see here, and you can able to even publish your publications, whatever is it's been there. So this is a dashboard wherein which you can able to see the complete member engagement, and you'll get all the notifications. This is similar like how we have a what you call LinkedIn profile, but LinkedIn is somewhat it's a for the professional networking. This is also for the professional networking. You can able to uh, network among
Hi,
all our IEEE members.
sorry to interrupt you, but
Yes.
I guess you're showing the dashboard and that is not visible to us. We are now currently seeing
Now,
the presentation.
one second. Just let me reshare it. One second. Just one
Sure,
second.
thank you.
Yeah, I'll just reshare it. One second. I hope now you can able to see. Yes.
Yeah, not perfect. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Fine. Thank you.
So now it's visible.
Okay. So this is the complete home screen. I'm really sorry about that. This is the complete home screen. Then you have the complete dashboard, wherein which you can able to see your workspaces, your communities, and your like whatever you have been part and you can be part. So you can able to see from here, and you can see the notifications, whatever same like what we have in your LinkedIn. This is about your messages. Like we can able to communicate to the people. You see here, we can able to contact to the staff. We can able to connect to the members who are been part of it, and we have the member resource library, like the what you call the publications whatever have been published on the IT Collaborative. You can able to see from this resource. You can able to network with all the fellow members, same like how you do the what you call networking through the LinkedIn profile. You can able to do the same way. You have the communities are nothing but like the what you call the specific groups wherein which you can able to see the various latest technologies. Can be like a community engagement. It can be like a what you call member opportunities. You can able to see from all these communities. And also workspaces are nothing but similar to our WhatsApp group. Like in the what you call in the collaborative platform, we create the workspaces, say like a group kind of thing, to have a common resource sharing point. So you can able to store the data in it. So as long as your membership is active, you can able to get through it. So always collaborate, what you call work on the vision of discovering to the what you call all the opportunities, connecting to the peer-to-peer networks, and able to collaborate and do some work. So some of the opportunities that I would like to share with you is like because of the collaborative platform, people who are is going for the masters or any abroad studies can able to connect to the peer fellows from the collaborative platform, and they can able to share the what you call complete opportunities, everything, and they can able to communicate. That is where it has been. It will be helpful for you. Not only in that, even it will be even in terms of your what you call career opportunities, like job opportunities. Like people who are in the what you call collaborative platform can able to connect with you, and they can able to perform and help you. And also there is something like batch challenges, something like that. So I'll be showing you in the communities. There's something called as IEEE badge up. So here you can able to see, like you can able to get various types of badges or various types of uh, what do you call the recognitions from the IEEE. Like if you have an author, you will get a published author. If you are contributing something to a sustainable renewal batch, you'll get this one. If it is something like in what you call 2023, what you call the edition batch, that you will be able to get this student to what you call student engagement batch. So these all things you have to perform some activities over here for all these badges, and you will be able to get those badges too. So these all badges will be available for your what you call in your profile also. I'll be showing the profile at the last. So there's also something called as IEEE puzzlers. So you can see here lot of puzzles every day. There are a number of puzzles have been uploading on the IEEE collaborative platform. You can able to what you call participate in this. You can able to solve this what you call the puzzle, and if you enter this answer, you'll be able to what you call get the good number of like how many number of problems you solve. Like there are in during this time there are some like what you call there are good giveaways. Like if you solve somewhere around more than 100 or 200, the IEEE collaborative platform, like the staff will be sending you some goodies also. So you can able to perform as many puzzles as you wish. So there are almost more than what you call 400 to 500 puzzles are there in, in this complete community. You can able to directly go and what you call participate. So where this all can be able to visible is like you can go and see in your profile. So if you see here, you have something called as my profile here in the my collaborative. So you can go and see in the my profile. You can see here view profile. In the view profile option, you can able to see. So this is all the complete biography. This is my profile. Like I updated my complete what you call the contact details, the mail address, everything, and you can see the network what we have been built, and the activities whatever we have been like we have been posting, like all the promotion activities, everything whatever is been there. And also these certificates, like these are all the membership certificates. So these are all, even your society certificates will also be appeared over here. So these are all you can able to download from it. And also if you see the badges, so you can see all the badges. Like if you are part of Volt program, you can able to what you call get the Volt badge over here. These all badges you'll get from the networking point. So if how much ever you go on this platform and contribute to yourself, those all you'll be getting what you call you'll be recognized. So these all are the things that whatever we have been done as a part. So this all, even you'll get the badge certificate, everything from the year. So there are always almost 9 levels of it. So you can able to clear the all the levels. So it is very easy. The only thing is that if you just know how to use it, then it is very simple. You can able to what you call you love enjoying this complete platform. So this is about the IEEE collaborative. So now moving ahead about the IEEE email alias. So wherein which you see here the only source for everything. I will say wherever I go, the only source or the Bible or Quran or whatever the Gita, whatever we feel, for everyone, the common part is that IEEE.org is only one website where you can be able to access all the information from there. So let it be collaborative, let it be petitions portal, whatever you wanted to access. The only source is IEEE.org. If you go there, you will get all the information from there. So if you see, you have to log into this what you call to the complete portal. And if you see, you wanted to create an email alias. So for that, you find your name when you sign in. You'll find your name here. You have to click on your name on the top right side. So this is a page, landing page. You'll get it. So if you go here, you have something called as membership information. You have to go and click on membership information. And then in the membership information, you'll find something called as Google Apps @IEEE. If you click on this, already I have an account, that is cypression08@IEEE.org. So if you wish, you'll get something like you need to click on edit, or else if you want to create, you'll get a new option over here. So you can directly go and give your what you call any name that you wanted to create. Maybe for example here I have given something like 08. Maybe if I give something like 726, so it will ask to check your availability. So 726 is available. So you can directly what you call go here, click on change email alias, or else you can directly go and create your email account. So this is like same like your normal Gmail, but it will be like you will get an access up to right now. IEEE like Google at IEEE has been completely reduced this capacity to somewhere around 5 GB of storage. But if you want more than that, you can directly reach to the IEEE support center people. They'll be able to guide you about that. And also IEEE.org platform is also having a support 24/7 support center. So if you have any issues related to your membership, or if you have anything updates on anything, you can directly go and reach out to the support center. You can directly search here support center, or else so you can directly go and chat with them. So if you see here, contact and support center is here, so you can directly go and click there. So they will be always like you can directly go and click on visit the IEEE support center. So you'll be getting 24/7 options. Like initially, if you have what you call any frequently asked questions, you can directly ask from here. Else, you can directly go and submit your question over here, and you can what you call give your answers, everything, and you can able to get the what you call submit your question. You can able to do that. Else, you can directly what you call go to the 24/7 online what you call chat with them, and you can able to communicate with them. So this is about the second thing that I would like to share with you about that is about the IEEE email alias, as then next the support center. Now moving ahead to the next part, that is IEEE volunteering platform. You see here, IEEE volunteering. So this is a new platform that has been created by the IEEE young professionals, wherein which if you're looking for any good opportunities or anything, or else if you wanted to post anything, that if you need any good volunteers, you can directly post it over here. For only this thing, you just need to create. Just you need to create your what you call an account in it. Same, the IEEE login will work for you. Just you need to go and click on sign in. Once you click on sign in, you need to give your credentials. So all the global opportunities, like people who will feel that like you're not getting any opportunities, so you need not worry. The global platform is here for you. You can, if you see here, I wanted to volunteer. You can just click on I want to volunteer, and you can see all the opportunities. Like there are my opportunities. If you see here, there are I guess now then yes. If you see here, there are good number of opportunities. Like if you see here, the event based is cybersecurity. They're looking for some speakers. You can able to apply for them. There are what you call regional experience specialist role from the IEEE micro mentoring of the IEEE YP. There is from the communication specialist role. There is for the IT specialist role. There is for the R8 graphic designers. Like whichever the best. Like if you are part of the any region, you can able to do that. And also there is something like SSIT SAC region student representatives. You can able to what we call volunteer for all those things. So you will get all the impacts, like even for the IEEE impact blog, this call for volunteers. So these are all the global opportunities. You can able to use this, or else go and see in the dashboard. If you wanted to create a new opportunity kind of thing, you can able to directly do that. And also, if you see here on the my opportunities, whatever I have been applied, like whoever is the individual person, whoever has been applied in progress, like there are some applications that we have been applied. So this all will be there, and whatever the roles completed, they will be showing in this. Like this all parts I have already completed, and my roles are ended for this role, these committees. And action item needed, like there might be some what you call pending approvals needed from their side, so they will be looking at this. So all these are action items needed, and this all like whatever we have been applied, so this all will be there. You see here, come back. Like if you are looking for any good volunteers, like if you are fond of some, like you need some volunteers over there. So what you can do is, you can directly come here to the profile swap role, and then you need to click on I need to find a volunteer. So here, first one is about you wanted to volunteer. The next is that you create an opportunity to the volunteer. This just you need to click on create opportunity, and you can give the title, description, and where the volunteering role, everything you can create, and you can update all the documents over here, and click on save progress, and just preview the opportunity. So this all like you create an opportunity to a lot of people. So this all options will be there. So you can able to explore from this IEEE volunteering tool. And then coming to the next part, IEEE Explore Digital Library. So always I scale IEEE into one major thing, that is IEEE is an ocean of knowledge. So from the IEEE Explore or IEEE Spectrum, or every day we receive a lot of mails and magazines, and a lot of conferences happen. So from there, what you do is you get a lot of information, all the printing technologies, all the new updates, whatever happening across the world, you get all the information. So always, as a tagline says about advancing technology for humanity, so it's always like we get a lot of resources, we get a lot of knowledge if we read those. So this IEEE Explore is like all the conference proceedings, whatever you wanted to access, and if you are if you wanted to interact with any of the what you call this the authors, anyone, you can able to follow them and you can able to interact. And this platform IEEE Explore is a ocean of what you call books, conferences, courses, journals, magazines, standards, and any publications. But for this, if you're having as a member, you can able to access only limited books. Like for example, if you wanted to search something on blockchain, you can able to get only some material from here, but not the what you call. You will get only some material, but the articles whatever published just what you call before 1 year or 18 months of time, that you will not get it. For that you need to what you call for that you need to clearly work on you need to clearly work on uh, like the institutional membership, because you'll have the premium services from there. Even some institutional members will not able to access some of the resources. For that you can directly do one thing, you can directly contact to the support center and they'll be able to guide you. So these all papers you can able to see here. So these all papers you can able to get from the resources, because this will help you in your research, this will be helping you in your publications, this will be helping you in your career growth also. So this is what you get from the IEEE Explore. So all the things whatever you want. Okay, so this you will find what are the information is there, everything, all the paper, complete paper will be what you call, because I have some special subscriptions to me, so I can able to use maximum of the IEEE Explore, because I use it very frequently. So that is about the IEEE Explore. Next, moving to the another very important platform, that is IEEE Conquer platform. So Conquer, basically this is for the volunteer reimbursement kind of thing, or else it is basically for if you wanted to claim any IEEE travel grants or anything you are going to do, so you do it from the IEEE Conquer platform. So it is like to facilitate the business requirement travels, or else managing the cost, or maintaining the any reimbursement that you get from IEEE, you can able to do from here. So directly you need to go to the IEEE memberships, like IEEE.org, the memberships. In the one second, memberships, then in the membership you'll have something called as services. In services you'll be having travel. In that you can directly go and click on it. So here is a link that you can go to the IEEE Conquer travel, and to click on that, it's like we call it as next gen expense reimbursement process. So it's completely like you just need to go to login and create a login for that, and you can directly sign in into it. So even this platform is now been updated completely for the IEEE purposes. So if you see here, if you go for the approvals over here, so you can see like what are the all past reports that we can able to view. So you can see here, I'll be showing you. I'll be showing you our own what you call PES R10 SBC training report. So if you see here, we created a report, and we have gone for the PES what you call uh, like brilliant and student branch training, where we have a claim for our what you call our travel, our accommodation, our food expense, everything. So everything will be going on a peer-to-peer review, and if anything is found wrong, immediately that will be sent back to the volunteer to give the clarity about that. So they clearly completely they go on an approval process. If you see here, it is a 4 to 5 step process, wherein which all the people like taking from the VP memberships, then it come back to the chair, everyone. So all the people, they will check it out, and they will see like if they found anything wrong, they'll immediately ask that to change the status, and we have to reply to that, and we have to check on the complete details, and we have to clear everything. So even only if you clear everything, only then only you can able to get the complete reimbursement amount. Else, no. So this is all what how we submit the report. So if you want, I'll be showing you one ongoing report also only, which we have submitted just 4 days or 5 days back. So if you see here, this is not gone for the approval. This is from the IEEE Computer Society. So we have been claiming about this. So this report timeline is still in the process. So it is going on. Maybe in this week it will be going on. So all the things will be here. So you can see like whatever we have been requested is clearly mentioned over here. So only thing is that you need, for everything, you need an upload from the staff. That's what. So this is about the Conquer platform. Then coming to the IEEE MD kit. So if you click IEEE MD kit, so this is the process. Like if you can directly go and see, that is the membership development kit. Every student branch can able to order it. So like here there are some options, like you can able to order only once the order is placed for 30 days, you can't able to order, and maximum 75 items can be able to. Just you need to go and see about this, and just click on the membership development kits. So basically, for a normal, the people who are in the US or Canada, they will get in 4 weeks. But the people who are is in the what you call other parts of the US, you'll be getting in 6 weeks of time. So you can able to directly click on your order MD kits now. For this, you'll be opening a separate portal, but only this will be accessed. By the what you say, by the respective chairs or by the respective chairs, student branch chairs, and what you call the section chairs and the membership development chairs, whoever are been on the IEEE portal. Else, no one will be able to what you call get it out. If your student branch has been missed about it, you can do one thing directly. If you are don't have these credentials, you can directly reach out to the support system. They'll be like support center @IEEE.org. You can able to email them. They'll be able to guide you. So this is about the IEEE MD kit portal. So next, I'll be showing you about the IEEE PS Resource Center. So IEEE PS Resource Center. You see here. So this is a very good what you call in the IEEE PS, we have the very good resource center for all of the members. Like you can able to earn educational credits from here. You can able to like if you become a member, like what are the other resources you get. Like for example, there are some good webinars, presentations, everything. Like for all the PS members, this is free of cost. So you can able to directly use it. So it's like you'll get to what you call your your every month transactions, or else you will get every month newsletters, the books, the soft copies, everything, whatever you require. So all the things, even the volunteering resources, even the student branch is planning for some, if you need, like whatever we are giving you, all the trainings, this all digital material, everything will be available for the members. You're directly able to get the presentations from there. A lot of resources has been updated on the PS platform. So all this you can able to get it from the PS website. And also there's something like if you're looking for any student branch grants or anything, you can able to get it from here. And also I will be sharing you the chat window. I'll be sharing you the chat window. There's a for all societies, what are the grants, everything are there. So for the all societies, you can able to access from this chapter resource center. Maybe I'll share it in the chat window now. Yes. So I have posted in the chat window. So this is like all the chapters. Like if a student branch is having any chapters or anything, any whatever chapter you wanted to apply for any grants or anything, you can able to access from here. All the resources will be available. So this is completed from the IEEE MGA portal only. Okay, you can see here it's from the IEEE Member and Activities portal. You can able to get all the chapter what you call guide. So if there's a new chapter or anything, if you want initial grants or anything, you'll get all the information from here. And next, moving on, next part, that is IEEE petition portal. So basically, I would like to inform you something before I come back to the petition portal. So always for the student branch grants, there is something like you get some rebate. Like it will be calculated rebate like per student. If in a student branch, if you're having one person also, you'll be getting a rebate. So for that, you need to submit your annual plan, like whatever yesterday the team has been shown you, like submission of the proper L31 reports, submission of the officer reporting, submission of the annual plan. Annual plan is very, very important. If you submit the annual plan by the, like there is a deadline, that is 1st of February of every year. So before that, if you submit, and you will get what you call clear cut, what you call a rebate to your student branch. This all are mandatory, and to say your student branch is very active, we should say that you need to minimum to do 6 to 8 activities in your student branch. Same goes with our PES, what you call high performance student branch award also. student chapter awards also. So minimum 4 to 5 activities which are related to your, like it can be your administrative meetings, it can be your what you call whatever the fundraising events or anything, whatever you do. So any new things, whatever you apply, so you need to submit through the what you call, you need to submit the event reporting, that we call it as L31. And then second part is that you have to submit for sure the annual reporting. If you don't submit the annual report, your student branch will not even get any rebate. And I'm again repeating it again, you have to minimum you need to have one student branch for one student member for sure. Then only you'll be eligible. If you are having one student member, you'll be getting somewhere around 26 USD, because IEEE below 25 people who is having, they will be giving a bonus to them, that is $25 will be added to them. And even if it is more than that, like if the student branch is having above 50, they will be adding $50 to the members count. If it is student branch is having more than 50 or more than 100, they will be giving you additional $100. For example, if a student branch is having somewhere around 50 people, for an instance, so you'll be getting 15 to $100 plus IEEE will give you another bonus of $100. So your student branch will get $200 as a rebate. So this is how you can able to use this the rebates for the student branches. And same way, coming to the what you call the PS chapters, that is today you're going to have the high performance student branch or the complete overview, the new guidelines, everything. So that is another important point. And next point is that is like MDI, what you call MDI initiative. The deadline is this month of 31st, so you can able to apply. And if a student branch don't have PS or any other societies, you can directly go through this what you call IEEE petitions portal. You can directly go to your like IEEE geographical unit formation policies and petitions. This is same process goes for what you call the student branch. Same process goes for the chapter or anything. So if you see here, you have to start for a new student branch chapter. So if you click here, you will come down over here, and this is an access to the IEEE what you call geographical unit petition application. So the only requirement is that the people who is going to do a petition over there, he should be an active student member of that student branch. And also along with that, you should have a minimum to start a petition. You need to have 6 student members and 1 faculty with that respective membership. Then only you can able to perform. Okay. So this is about the petition portal. I'll be showing a small demo of it. Like if you go and click here, create a new petition. You see here, this is how a new petition will be open. So you need to click on next. And always remember, even for the chapter also, you need to have minimum to minimum. If you are opening a chapter, we insist the chapters to minimum have 4 events are done. And those all events, always remember, IEEE will only see based on the event reporting. So you need to completely, you have to definitely do the event reporting. So you can able to, from this petition portal, you can able to form a new student branch, new section chapter, new joint chapter, new what you call affinity groups, new subsections, new sections, new student branch affinity groups. And even you can, if your student branch is having any name change, you can able to apply for the student branch unit status changing. So you can able to do that from the complete portal. So everything, whatever you wanted to do, initiating a new chapter at the IEEE student branch, you can able to do from this portal. So for example, I wanted to start a new student branch chapter. You need to just click on start petition. And answering this petition is very important, because that shows like your interest, that shows your caliber to what you call for the approvals to get it approved for your student branch. So always take it as a very important note that you need to follow all these rules, because always IEEE plays a very high standard in terms of guidelines, rules, and policies. So definitely follow all the rules very strictly, whatever we have been giving. At any point of time, if you have any doubts, you can always reach out to the IEEE PS R10 student activities committee for any information you require. We are always there to support you. So if you see here, petitions to form an IEEE student branch chapter, it is yes. So you need to click on next. Then it will be showing your complete details. Click on next, save and continue. Then it will be asking like if you're it will automatically show how many part of societies you are part of, you can able to see here. So you can able to, for example, if you want to create a PS society over here, for example, I think PS, yes, PS. It will definitely throw me an error because already a PS chapter is already existing in our chapter. Yes, okay. So these are all the questionnaires. Just I'm doing it a dummy copy for you. So there are like, if you become a like if a student branch is being approved, what are the committees that you will be able to form? How the elections will take care? It's all answers. You need to perform it. And what are the events that you'll be doing it, and how you'll be bringing the funds, how you'll be organizing the events, how you'll be making the student branch active, student branch chapter collaborate with the section activities, and how you promote it with your the parent societies, how you do the collaboration activities, everything they will ask you. Then you then it will ask for your endorsements. Here you have to give your branch counselor membership number, and here you have to give the chapter advisor membership number, and then you have to click on signatures. So automatically the system parallelly will take care of all those things. Maybe I'll show you. Maybe I'll show you one sample of our approved petition. So if you see here, this is what we have applied. So we have applied for a student branch chapter for the robotics process automation society, where I was the initiator there. So we have mentioned like what are the things we'll be doing it, everything we have clearly mentioned. So all the things clearly, like all the publications, everything we have clearly wrote everything, and we have given our branch counselor number and was the chapter was a number, and then we have clicked on next, and we have done the petitions. Like the 6 people will get the email and they will endorse it. The branch counselor will get the email, he will endorse it, and even the advisor will get she will also endorse it, he or she. Even if all the people have been submitted, and even if you see the approvals first it will go to the region 10 director, sorry, the region 10 student activities committee chair. So she will be approving it. Later on, it will be delegated to the president and the director of the region, and then even this, the people whoever is the chapter coordinator or anyone or the VP will be approving this. Once these 3 approvals goes on, then you will be getting your whatever chapter approval. So this is about the petition portal. So next, coming to the last 2 points, that is IEEE.tv. I'll just take another 5 to 10 minutes of time, not more than that. Then I'll be giving you back. So I'll be showing you about IEEE.tv. So this is a platform where it is made possible for all the IEEE members to able to connect through the resources made available through various channels. You can able to what you call get the all the platforms, like all the recorded webinars, all the recorded videos, everything are been there. And also there is a what you call an ambassador program is been already running for the IEEE.tv. So this IEEE.tv nowadays is the ambassadors are very good promoting everything. Like even the people who have not attended the sections congress, they can able to see their all the videos uploaded here. Even if a student branch, even the student branch has done some activities or anything, you can able to upload your what you call, you can able to contact this the IEEE.tv people. They can able to upload your all the webinars, whatever, to visible in the global platforms. So you can able to see like not only technical, non-technical, everything. There are somewhere around more than 50,000 videos available. You can able to directly what you call, to gain more knowledge, you can able to see these complete videos from this IEEE.tv. So a lot of student branches, even I uploaded n number of videos on this platform. So it's very good. So it has made possible for all the members to go access all the IEEE resources. So it's a very good resource that you have been having. And also something called as IEEE membership validator. To check whether your membership is valid or not, or any other person you want to check it out, then directly go and click on IEEE membership validator. If you click on here, the first link will be there, and you will find here membership validator. You have to click on that. So this membership validator, if a student branch chair, if you're what you call any authorized person on the V tools, if you have been registered, you'll be able to do that. Or else, if a normal volunteer, you're not having any roles, you can be able to validate any membership. For example, I'm giving my own membership, that is 954762227. I click on submit. So it will be giving my complete details, like what is my name, what is my member grade, what is my standard association, what are the societies I am there. So it will show you like whether it is active or inactive. So it will show you this one. So you can able to see this all the thing. Okay, so this is about the IEEE membership validator. Next, moving on to the next part, IEEE rosters. So IEEE rosters is the complete members, what you call membership, what you call information provided by the different organizations, like who is the chair, who is the vice chair, who is the secretary, everything. You can directly go and click over here for the rosters. Click on access rosters. For example, you wanted to invite some great people to your events. Maybe you need to click on organization. Maybe you can go click on societies. Maybe if you want the information of the IEEE, like who are the board members, everyone. So if you click here PS, so you can see here like who is the division director, who is the president of the PES, you can who is the next year president, who is the VP, to invite to your events, anything. If you want to have any information to be shared, you can able to get it from the IEEE rosters, everything. The complete information, everything is clearly given on the complete portal. You can able to access this all the information from the, like if you wanted to invite anyone, you can able to invite everyone from this rosters. Okay, this is a very good resource that the people can use for inviting good people to your events and interact with them. Okay, so this is about that. Next, I think one last tool, that is IEEE OU Analytics is there. With this, I think my part is done. Yes, I have covered all the points whatever I have been kept on my content in time. So this is the last point, that is IEEE OU Analytics. So if a student, you wanted to know your chapter details, you wanted to know who are the people who are in the chapter, you wanted to know who are the members who can able to get your resources, everything you can see from the IEEE OU Analytics. So you just click on access or IEEE OU Analytics. So this we call it as SAM IEEE also. So it is like it will provide you complete information, like how many members are there, how many student members, how many chapters, what are the memberships, what are the volunteering roles, everything. So complete resource you will get from the complete IEEE OU Analytics. Just reload it, you'll get it. Yeah. I think something is going on in backend. So yes, I think there are some backend necessary activities are going on. Yes, yeah, okay. So now you can able to see here. So this is the complete like you can see the region summary, you can see the chapter summary, you can see the student membership summary, you can see the members count, chapter count, everything. So now the complete platform has become very, very what you call user friendly. You can able to get the complete data. For example, you wanted to know the chapter student branch chapters. Maybe for example, I'll get the PS chapters for you. Maybe if you see here, so you can see here, like I have been going here, chapter type. I will see only student branch chapter. I will so backend this complete tool has been working on the Tableau software. So I'll go only with PS now. Power, yes. So I'll go only with Power and Energy Society. So here I can able to see how many chapters are there, how many informations are related to the PS. Even see, because I have the access to the complete IEEE data, I can able to see all the information. But for you, here it will only come your student branch details only. So you can see here like Kerala is 48, Hyderabad is 33. So these are all the PS chapters. Maybe if I click on that, maybe I'll get the complete member, like what are the chapters that are been there. Everything I'll be showing it on the left hand side. Like where are the chapters, everything clearly information, everything will be provided over here. So all the things that about the platform you can able to see it. So you can also see that what are the society memberships, what is the member count per chapter, what are the potential chapters, what are the affinity groups, what are the special interest groups, the complete student branch summary, the potential student branches, everything. So you can just need to explore all these platforms. And always remember, when you do all these activities, when you do the event reporting, when you get the funds, when you do all this exposure, you can able to that is how you can able to excel in the IEEE volunteering roles. And Moreover, I would like to tell you one more important thing, that is, you can apply for the various student branch awards, which will be like every year. It will be open in the month of February 15th. The Global Student Branch Award, the chapter, the PS chapter student branch awards, everything. So only thing is that if you perform all these activities, whatever we have been giving for the past, like from yesterday and today, 2 days, whatever the training we have been giving you, if you follow all these steps perfectly, then you can able to what you call achieve the target, whatever your student branch wants to aim it. So this is all what we have been able to we wanted to share it with you. So I think I have been on time on it. So these are all the other what you call the student experiences that the student can able to get it. Like you can able to get the awards, scholarships, whatnot. IEEE, high scale IEEE in terms of ocean of knowledge, ocean of awards, ocean of scholarships, ocean of volunteering, ocean of opportunities, ocean of networking. So this is all beyond that what we get from the IEEE as well as IEEEs. So this all we have been covered. This is a analysis that what we have been showing you demonstration. So this is how your preparation starts. So these are some of the links that already yesterday you have been discussed. So also, if you wanted to request for any WebEx request for your event, but it should be done before 20 days of your event. And if it is a great event, then definitely they'll approve it, and you can able to submit, get a WebEx link from the IEEE. And always stay connected to all the services, even connect to our social media handles of the IEEE R10 Student Activities Student Chapter Committee. Always good things take some time. It will all take some what you call a lot of time to learn, but definitely have patience. We all appreciate you about this. We recognize each and every, like we wish all the volunteers will be recognized, rewarded, and awarded. So with this, if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer. And thank you so much. I'll be giving my what you call email ID in the chat window. Maybe if you need any help at any point of time, you can reach out to me or reach out to anyone. We'll be always there to support you. And thank you so much for giving this opportunity. Hope it is somewhat helpful for everyone. Yeah.
Thank you, Sai Krishna.
Yeah, actually, I have a question. Can I ask?
Yeah, yes, you can go ahead.
Thank you. I've been recently hearing about hierarchy bypassing rule. Is there any rule or policy related to hierarchy bypassing that you cannot reach people above in the hierarchy of IEEE? For example, a student member cannot reach the region 10 or something like that.
Sorry. I don't get it. Sorry.
Is there any rule related to hierarchy bypassing? I was asking that you cannot reach people above in the hierarchy for any matter. You have to reach out
I
to
think
people
no.
directly of your
Like that,
section.
no such. No. We don't have any such restriction. Always see. I'll tell you. There are you take India only. Lot of student branch chapters even invite the IEEE president, IEEE director, everyone. So in IEEE, it's completely a volunteering thing. So you need not worry about that. You can always reach out to even they'll be very happy to interact with you. That is how the volunteers will come out.
Great, thank you.
Thank you. Any more questions?
Actually, I don't have questions, but I wanted to appreciate or maybe thank you. I wanted to express my gratitude for conducting this. I hope I'm audible. Can someone confirm?
Yes. You're
Yeah.
audible, Rakshit. Yes.
Yes. So I wanted to thank you and also the organizers for conducting this expert talk on IEEE resources. I have been a member, but I was not aware of a lot of things which you shared today. So, and I am trying to initiate a new student branch in my uh, this college. Actually, I've started my master's, so I am trying to initiate a new student branch here. In my BTech, it was there, but in MTech, so it is not there. And I'm trying to initiate it here, and your all of the resources which you have shared would definitely be very relevant to me. And I'll be happy to connect with you over LinkedIn. So please do check your LinkedIn as well. Thank you,
Sure,
sir.
sure, sure.
Thank you so much, sir.
Sure, Rakshit. Yeah, thank you so much. Maybe I'll give my LinkedIn also. Maybe if you need at any point of time any help, maybe you can reach out to Rishi, who is our chair of IEEE Art and PS Student Chapter Committee. He'll be there to guide you at any point of time. Definitely, I'll give you my LinkedIn also. Definitely, we'll there to support you in all the means.
Definitely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
evening, sir. So my name is Abel, sir.
I think there are any questions. Great to know.
Hi, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, yes, you're audible. Yes.
Yeah. Hi, sir. My name is Abel, sir. I'm from the Bangalore section. Sir, as we told about this training, like, can we host in like any colleges, like as a hands-on session? Means like some colleges does not have this face-to-face interaction. So if we can host in some one college of the Bangalore section, so all the leaders from the Bangalore session, student chapters, all will come and we'll be getting more information. So in this means like it was for a limited person. So if we can host in some colleges, means it will be more helpful for everyone. Means like office bearers.
Yes, so able, yes. If you wanted to get any, I'll share you another link to you. There's something called as IEEE Virtual Speakers Bureau. So there you can get some speakers. Maybe if you find out some good speakers, maybe I am visiting my content. Definitely, I'll share you the link of the IEEE Virtual Bureau there. And also, not only IEEE Virtual Bureau, there are also some good distinguished speakers from the IEEE PES side, or else any other society, whichever you wanted to organize. Maybe you can invite the distinguished speakers. And if you are looking for any hands-on workshops kind of thing, maybe this month, we are going to plan even for the what do you call the MatWorks workshop, hands-on training from the IEEE PS artist student chapter committee. Maybe just we need to stay connected to our social media. And maybe if you need any point of time, any speakers also, you can reach out to Rishi. Rishi will be there to guide you about that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes. I think I see a question in the chat windows talking about the most of the leaders are open. Welcome. Okay, fine. Okay, they're asking like Dr. Arikrishna sir is asking like, can we get the student list of any respective student branch of previous years as well as our current years? So basically, sir, to talk address about that point, like to answer this point, like if you're if you're in the section, like if you're the chair or vice chair of the section, then definitely by using the IEEE OU analytics, you can able to get uh, the current year's data. I'm not sure about the previous year's data. Maybe you'll get the previous year's data also. That will be there in the arrays. So you can get it from the arrays, and you can able to find out the previous year's data and even the current year's data. If you need more help about that, you can directly reach out to the PES staff. Maybe staff will be helping you based on your roles, whatever is there. Rosters page is not accessible to me. Can you please explain? Yes. So the people who are being reported on the IEEE V tools, like if you're an officer of the any organization, then only you can able to access the IEEE rosters or the IEEE OU analytics, and even the IEEE membership validator, because there are some restrictions because some data cannot be going out. So only the official people who have been on are been registered on the vtools, they will only get it. Okay. Meeting recording. Yes, I think yes, I am done. Even Rishi has shared his what you call LinkedIn as well as the email. Maybe you can reach out to him. Definitely, I'll be sharing you about that also. Yes. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, Sai. Advait Satish, Vice Chair of IEEE Student Status Committee, will provide us with updates on SPSBCP 2024, including changes in scoring rubrics and VTO's event reporting guidelines. I invite Advait Satish for the same. Sir, please.
Thank you so much, Siddhi. How much time do I have? I see that we are a bit running late, so I just want to confirm. In the meantime, I'll just share my screen.
You have half an hour.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
So let me just share my screen. Just let me know once my screen is visible to you guys. Then
Yes.
I can get started. Okay, thank you. So thank you so much, Prashant, for a wonderful session. Actually, like when I was a student branch chapter chair, or I hope it was the same for you as well when you were a chapter chair or student branch chair. You know, it was very difficult for us to find the resources and the opportunities which we have in IEEE. And it's great that we have activities like this, events like this, where you know you spend a few hours and you get all the informations and all the updates that you get from these organizations very easily. Like this is from PES side, and you get to know all the updates from PES side, from sessions like this. And it's great that, I mean, and if you guys don't know, this is our second virtual training program. We had one in the month of January and February, so this is second one. So this is great that we are doing it, and I'm really thankful to Rishi and team for organizing this and keeping the Region 10 active. And they have been doing a lot of activities. So if you guys are not aware, please check our social media channels and see the activities which are doing. They have a technical series called Spark. They're doing a lot of workshops and a lot of town halls, and lot of activities are going on in Region 10 from PES side for the student community. So please make sure that you follow these activities and join for all the activities. And I would also thank all the participants who are joining us. I mean, from yesterday. I mean, it's great that you guys are spending two evenings of a valuable weekend here with us, and it's really great to have you all here. So my name is Advait, and I started volunteering as a PES student branch chapter chair, as many of you here. And then I was also part of the student chapter committee last year as a Region 10 rep, which Rishi is currently holding the position. And this year I have been volunteering as the vice chair of the PES student chapter committee. And today I'll be trying to give you a brief overview about IEEE student high performing student chapter program, HPS, HPS, PCP. And we have a lot of changes that happened from last 2 years in HPS PCP, and I think this is the first time which we are going to release the new rubric in an online session. So I hope I'll be able to make everything clear for you guys. So Rishi, if you can send out this information to all the WhatsApp groups so that we can have all the people joining in to get the new updates with regarding to HPS BCP. Okay, so going ahead, why did we start something called as PES, HPS, BCP, right? So PES as a society believes that student chapters and student branch chapter members are our boots on our grounds. These are the people who make PES get more publicity, get more events that's done in PES. So it's very important to support these student branch chapters and students in the student branches. So that's why, to support the student branch chapters of PES and the student branches, we started these high performance student branch chapter program to give the funding to the student chapters to motivate them to keep being active, and incentivize their initiatives in PES. And this is just one initiative which we are doing for funding. We have something called as MDI, membership driven initiative, which will also be explained right after my session, I guess. So we try to make sure that we add value to your membership. We have a lot of things that's in plate for you guys in the upcoming months as well. We have something called as virtual fair, I mean, which is a job fair for you guys, virtual internship and job fairs for you guys. That's probably going to start towards the end of this year, and will be continuing next year. And I think Prashant explained about IEEE Explore so starting next year, all the PES student members and all the PES members would be getting access to IEEE Explore digital library for the PES content. So all the PES content you'll be able to access from the IEEE Explore. So such a way we are trying our best to make sure that we add value to your membership. And for the students, we just have the membership fee as is $1, right? So this is a great time for being a PES student member. So this HPS BCP is started, as I said, to support the student branch chapters in student branch chapters, and we give the funding annually based on the activities carried out in that particular year. So HPS BCP 2023 will be based on the activities which we conducted in 2022. So from last year, we had done drastic changes in the PES, HPS BCP process and everything, aiming to make sure that we simplify the process. Earlier, we used to have a long application where you have to it used to take around 30 to 45 minutes to complete that whole application. But now you just have to put 3, 4, 5 links and the application is done. So that's what we did this from starting last year. And this year we have even simplified it. We don't have even that long application this year. So we are trying to improve ourselves to make sure that this form and this application is as easy as possible and it's as transparent as possible, and make sure that the fund gets to you as soon as possible. We are trying to make sure that the we have a timely distribution of funds and the whole process is much faster. We really want to finish everything regarding the funding and everything by first half of the year. So that's our target, which we are focusing through these these new initiatives in the HPS VCP. So this year, in the month of around December, we'll be opening the HPS PCP 2024, which will be based on HPS PCP 2023. I mean, based on the activities which you do this year, we'll be starting the HPS PCP 2024. So why should you apply for it, right? So first is global recognition. You'll be getting to a global recognition for associated to PS in a community. You'll be getting the funding based on that, and you'd also get an effective way to connect with the PS SBC, with PS and its leaders. And financial, of course, as I said, financial reward, we give student branches up to 1,000 USD, and we believe that growth of your IEEE SPCP through the financial assistance which we give will lead to your growth as well. And with the funds which you receive, you'll be able to do more good events, good innovative events, which will help the students in your student branch chapters and members like you get more benefited with the membership. And we will also it will also, we'll try to find some of if we are really doing well in the space PCP. I believe that this is something that you could help in your career opportunities as well, in a way that you could mention that you applied for this particular application and you help the student branch to receive this much funding. So this is something that you can add into your resume or into your profile as well. So let's take a quick glance on HPS PCP 2023, which is based on the activities which you did in last year. So this year we awarded a total funds of 43,500 USD all over the world, for the HPS PCP. So you can see that it's a huge funding, right? I mean, last year we had, the HPSP 2022, we had around 38,000, awarded. This year we had increased it to 43,500, and we'll probably keep on increasing next year as well. So we are trying our best to assist you guys. And we had a huge increase in the applications which we received this year. We had around 190 responses this year. Last year it was around 120. And this year we had around 190, PA student branch chapters applying for the fund. And this is an interesting fact. We had 175 of them eligible for the award. So you can see that if you're applying for this fund, there's a high chance that you are going to get awarded. So out of 190, we had 170 of them who were eligible for the funding, who make sure that who have enabled or who have completed their requirements to get the basic funding. So if you see the split up across the regions, you could see that more than half of them have come from region 10. That's why we have region 10 and region 10 to be something of most importance, because you guys are super active and you guys make the events successful. You guys are the ones who drive a lot of initiatives. So last year as well, we had 92 responses for HPSPC from region 10 specifically, which is accounts to around 52.6%. And we had region 9 and region 8 and region 1 to 7 with 20 and 8, around 19 and 8% respectively. So this is a glance about HPSP 2023, and I'll also show you how the funds were transferred. So for region 10 alone, we had spent around 22,330 USD distributed among different student branch chapters of the region. So you can see that around 50%, more than 50% of the fund was also released to region 10 for the HPSP this year. So this is something that you can be proud of, region 10 student chapters. So as I said, in the last year, we had tried to be, the application to be as simple as possible. We have been transparent. We have detailed view of the process. We had given a proper rubric on how the student branch chapters get the points and get the get the get specific funds as well. And we had regional reps like Rishi sending out your informations and e-notices regarding this, and getting publicity on track, and making sure that most of the student branch chapters in region can apply for that. And we also tried for a timely distribution of funds, we were having a goal of sending the funds before April, but it got extended because of a lot of reasons. But we have made sure that most of the funds are received to your sections at least by last month. So most of the student branch chapters here should have already received the funds, by now. And also we got the increase in the number of Twitter responses last year in the SBCP. And if you want to check their fund transfer details of your student branch, and like where the fund have been released, or where the fund is now, so you can check in our live website here, and you'll be able to see your student branch chapter and how much funding you received, and the other fund transfer details as well there, and you could see where the fund is stuck if you have not received it yet. So going ahead, we'll be starting the PESHPCP 2024 very soon, which is based on the activities you do this year. So all the activities you do this year would be, you could use it for the application for next year, which would be starting by the end of this year. We'll be starting the applications from December 15th of this year, and would be keeping it open till February 1st. So we have a long window of more than 1 month for you to apply for the program. And each SBCP should make sure that they only apply once in the application portal, and we expect your student branch chapter chair to do the application. We always recommend the student branch chapter chair to do the application, but if not available, you could also get any other executive committee member of your student branch chapter to apply, like vice chair or secretary or any of these office bearers to apply on behalf of the chair. So please make sure that this is being taken care of. We recommend the student branch chapter chair to do it, but in case he or she is not available, you can ask any other office bearer to do the application. So make sure to mark your calendars. We'll start the applications on December 15th, and we'll be having till February 1st. So each SBCs who meets the defined performance requirements. So we have some basic requirements for the student branch chapters. So if you make sure that you meet these two small performance requirements, you'll be able to get basic funding up to 150 USD. And then we have additional funding which can go up to 1,000 USD, which will be awarded based on the student branch different criteria, which we'll be talking about in the later slides. So we have a set of points and score rubric through which you'll be getting that 1,000 USD. So I'll be going to that in a very short time. So before you fill the form during this time, what you can do is that make sure that your IEEE Tools officer reporting is done properly. So we have something called IEEE Tools officer reporting. I don't know if this was already covered in this event in this training, but VTools officer reporting is something that's available in the VTools, in which you'll be reporting your officers, like the chair, vice chair, and all the positions should be reported in the VTools officer reporting. And then we have the VTools events. So any events that you do in IEEE, right, by your student branch chapter or by your student branch, you should make sure that it's reported in the IEEE VTools events. So this is the only way that IEEE knows that you are active. There is no other way that IEEE would be able to know that your student branch chapter or student branch is active. So you need to make sure that you update, your events in the IEEE VTools events reporting. And this year, we are making it compulsory for you all to make sure that the VTools events is reported with photos. So there is an option for you to report your photos or the photos that's captured during the event, or screenshots if it's an online event. So you could also upload them in the VTools event. So we only will be, taking the event reports with photos this year for considering your student branch chapter for the basic funding. So all these tutorials are already available on the VTools website. I hope Rishi can share these links later, or the presentation later with you also. We have beautiful tutorials already done by the VTools team of IEEE to start. If you're not familiar with these things, you can learn very easily. So So the filling the form, we'll be having this open in this particular website, IEEEs.org, student branch HPSPCP. So this website is not updated now. So this will be opening in around December this year. As I said, December 15th is the date that you have to focus. And the application form will be having three parts. In the first part, you'll be having the application information, which is basically the name of the student branch, your name, your IEEE membership, email address, your position in student branch chapter, your country, section, region, and all the other details, basic application information, which should just take you 2 or 3 minutes to complete that particular session. And then we have the second part, which is basic funding, which is to understand if you have updated the V2's officer bearer reporting or not. And the second one is report at least 2 events. So in the year 2023, you have to make sure that at least 2 events of your student branch chapter is reported in the V2's events with photos to have your student branch meet the basic requirement for the basic funding up to 150 USD for your student branch chapter. So coming to these are the biggest changes in the HPSPCP starting this year. So for additional funding, we have 2 qualification criteria for additional funding. The first one is that SBC should have retained, that is renewed, at least 6 of their total members in the membership cycle 23-24. So you should make sure that you should have at least 6 members of your total student members renewed their PES memberships by 28th February 2024 for qualifying for the additional funding. And your student branch chapter also should have a year-over growth of 10% as of 1st March 2024. So you need to make sure that the student branch has grown 10% from last year and also have retained 6 members, from of your total members. So these 2 criteria are only for the additional funding. This is not for the basic funding. This is particularly for the additional funding. And if you have made sure that you fulfill these 2 criteria, you'd be qualified to do the additional funding process as well. So additional funding is the funding in which you'll be getting up to 1000 USD, right? So we have a rubric of 100 points, which decides how much fund you get out of that 1000 USD. And we have 100 points as the total score of the rubric, in which 50 points is half of it goes to membership retention. So this is something that we started this year. So this is started in view of our very low retention numbers in PES. So student community especially. So we have very low retention numbers in PES, and a part of it is that the student branch chapters is also not having very huge, I mean, most of them have very low retention numbers. So to encourage more retention numbers, we have allocated 50 points of that additional funding rubric to membership retention. So this is calculated based on the percentage of renewed members of your membership cycle 23-24. So you'll be checking the total number of members in your student branch chapter as on 28th Feb, and how many have renewed would get that get that membership retention percentage, and you'll be getting that 50 points based on that. And the second one, which accounts for the next 25 points, is the membership growth. So this is also calculated based on the year-over-year growth of your student branch chapter, like how many members you have added in the student branch in the last 1 year. So that's what we have been mentioning about the membership growth. So these 2 criteria will be automatically calculated for your student branch chapter. So you don't have to do any of these calculations, or you don't have to mention any of these in the application form. The application form will be having a few other entries, which I'll be mentioning in the next few slides. So this is this is where you have to write in your details in the third additional funding application form. So we have the activities and events form, where you'll be having to just upload your student branch event report link. So all the events and activities points would be based on the event reporting link which you will be adding here. So first is based on the number of activities the particular student branch chapter is organized. So each student branch chapter, how many of the activities you do, you'll be getting maximum of 10 points calculated based on 1 point per activity. So if your student plan is doing 10 activities, you'll be getting the 10 points easily. So you don't have to go for any other points. You'll be getting the 10 points very easily. And then the next one is technical and education activities. That includes the workshops, the seminars, the invited speaker sessions, the hackathons, or any of the technical and education activities which you do in the student branch can get you that 5 points. So there'll be a particular session where you have to just put your vTools link of that particular event which you did. For example, it might be in workshop, so you just have to copy that vTools events report of workshop to there, and you'll be getting that 5 points based on the quality of the event that's assessed by our judges. And then we have the initiatives, membership growth or retention. That's welcome membership drive. Some of the student branches with membership drives, and some have the professional or other initiatives that add value to the membership. So these these events would be taken getting 3 points. So this also, you just have to copy the event report link of this particular activity and put in the application form. And then the next we have the professional development activity. This can be career fairs or mock interview sessions or industry meetups or networking sessions or any of these professional development activities which you do. So this carries 3 points again. And then we have the events promoting IPES global initiatives. Like we have most of the student branches celebrating PES Day, then Women in Power Day activities or IEEE activities, or any of the PES global initiatives or IEEE global initiatives can fall under this 2 points. So and the next one is PES SBC website or social media pages. So if your student branch is having a web page, and if student branch chapter is managing social medias regularly and posting them regularly, so you'll be getting the other 2 points. So in general, what I was mentioning is that in the application form, you'd be starting the first part with the basic application information, which is your name, all the other details like IEEE membership number, your student branch chapter name, and etc. And then we'll be having the second part, which is the basic funding, where you'll be just having to give the links to your officer reporting as well as your vTools events reporting of 2 events, and make sure that you have photos in them. And all these things that is regarding the additional funding, including the membership retention, membership growth, and number of activities organized by student branch chapter. This is automatically calculated by the system, and you don't have to put any of them here. So in the additional funding section, all you have to mention is one vTools reporting event reporting link of technical activities, and one for the membership growth, and one for the professional development activity, and then one for events promoting your PES global initiatives, and put your website link or social media pages link in the last part. So you just will have to fill around 5 or 6 questions there, which are only a single link of your vTools event which you did. So you just have to copy that vTools events link, and you just have to put it here. So make sure that all these events link have photos. That's the most important part of all those which I mentioned. And these points would be calculated by our judges and our team of volunteers who would be going through the quality of these events and all of these things. So now, if your student branch chapter is looking for a huge growth or huge funding, what I would suggest is that focus on your memberships in the next few months, because that carries around 75 points of that 100 points, and the next 25 points is the events. And I hope most of the student branch chapters are pretty active, and you'll be getting the 25 points easily in region 10. So after filling the form, so make sure that you've filled the form by February 1st, 2024. We won't be accepting any responses after that. And after the deadline, like each SBC application form will be evaluated by our panel and the judges. And the results and awarded fund details will be published on the website by the end of April. That's what we expect next year. We are trying to improve the process, and we are trying to make sure that the application and the results and the funds are transferred as soon as possible. So we are trying our best, and probably next year we'll be trying to finish by end of April or at least by May. But April is our target, and we hope that we'll be able to achieve the target. And allocated funds would be transferred to your local IEEE section account. So make sure that these funds would be transferred to student branches through IEEE section account. So we will be sending the funds to your section, and the IEEE section would be transferring the funds to your student branch based on the local rules of your section. Some of the sections are different rules on the transfer of funds, so it would be based on the section rules. But all the funds would be from PS side would be transferred to your IEEE local section account. So as I said, the funds will be initiated from the PS headquarters, and the funds will reach your IEEE local section within 4 to 5 weeks. It won't take that much time most of the times, but in certain cases, we might go up to 4 to 5 weeks. And the student branch or student branch office bearers might receive a mail from your local IEEE section treasurer regarding the same, about receiving these funds. And you might have to share your bank account details. I mean, the student branch bank account details, your local section treasurer to receive the funds to you. So if you do not receive any email from your section or from our side about the fund transfer, you can feel free to contact us. So we already have completed the process of last year funding, and we have updated in our website as well. I hope Rishi can post the link in the chat, so you could see where your funds are now. And if it doesn't reach you within the next 4 weeks, you can feel free to contact Rishi or any of our team members, and they would be able to help you in finding where the fund is now. Yeah. So if, as I said, you can use this email as well, ps.sc@itrip.org or org, for any communications regarding the fund transfer or any other issues which are facing with the fund transfer. And in India, like PS student branch chapters, like we transfer the funds to PS India office, and then the India office transfer to the sections, and sections get to the sections transfer to student branches. So it might take a little bit more delay in India, but that's the process which we follow. And as I said, please go through the link which I think Rishi have already shared in the chat, and you'll be able to see where the funds are transferred to from our side to you guys. So I think that's pretty much from my side. So thank you so much, everyone, and happy volunteering. And you can feel free to contact me at idway@itrip.org, or you can feel free to WhatsApp me in my phone number given there. So that's pretty much from my side. So I'd stop my presentation, and I'd be happy to answer a few questions if you have any.
Thank you, Edward. So if you have any queries, you can ask it now, or you can leave it in the chat box.
So I will just read through the responses the questions which we have in the chat box. Let me see. Okay. Is it mandatory to have a PS student chapter to apply for this fund application with this PS memberships? Oh, sorry. This HPS BCP is exclusively for the PS student chapter. So if you have a PS student chapter, you can apply for this funding, and this should be, applied by a office bearer of your student branch chapter. And we always recommend your chapter chair to apply for this particular award. Got a little confusion. The retention of 6 members should be from 2022 to 2023 or 2023. Okay, so the retention would be from 2023 to 2024. So if you guys know the IEEE retention cycle, so it ends by February 2024, right? So this membership cycle ends in February 2024. So February 28th, 2024. So we will be taking the count as on that date. It's like how many have renewed the membership before that, February 2023, end. And based on that, we'll be considering the retention rate. So you just have to have 6 members retained before that particular date. Yeah, I think Rishi have already answered that. Thanks, Rishi. Is it mandatory to have PA student chapter to? Yeah, of course, I think I already answered that. So to receive funds from section, is there any norms to submit bills? So it depends on section to section. Most of sections directly send the funds to your student branch. So if your student branch have already an account and bank account, so most of the sections directly transfer to the to your student plans. So, but you know, some of the sections have strange you know, rules and regulations in which some of them will request you to submit bills and they will be giving you funds as reimbursements. So that's section to section, and once the fund is received to your section, you should contact your section treasurer and get more details about the transfer to your student branch. Yeah, I think Madhu has already answered that. Thanks. Some university does not support for IEEE SBC bank account. So if your SBC selected, how do transfer amount? Okay, so we have two options. Is that is there here? Like I believe like most of the student branch chapters. I mean, if the most of the times we don't have bank accounts in the student chapters, but most of the time the student branches, which is the main IEEE student branch, right? Most of the times the IEEE student branch will have the bank account, and we usually get the fund transferred to the student branch. But you know, in certain cases, if you don't have an account in the student branch, or if you work independently, you can always get the fund from the section itself. So you could you know, manage it through reimbursement. So you can have a agreement with you and your section to have the funds transferred you know, as reimbursements, making a proper account of funds which you received and funds you're spending based on it. Will it count as an event if a SB organized event, but after that got PE student chapter approval? No, like all the events should be reported in VTools events as PES student chapter events. So, you know, while reporting in PES VTools events, so you'll be able to choose the local unit or local IEEE unit which is organizing that particular event. So we only, you know, take those events, you know, those reports only which have the PES student chapters, you know, involved in the organizing of that particular event. But in certain cases, if your student branch chapter is very new, and if you guys haven't done any activities, you know, and if it's just approved a few weeks or few days before the, you know, the SPCP, so you can contact Rishi and he will guide you on how to proceed with the application. So most of the times we support the new student plan chapters which formed this year with 150 USD, you know, just to make sure that they get the fund to do activities next year, right? So just to support them, we'll be giving the fund to them. So I think we have another session from one of the student branch chapters who have got really good funding. I think they were the best in terms of getting maximum funding from PES SPCP this year. So I think they'll be having a session, if I'm not wrong, Rishi.
Yeah, just followed by this session, we have that
Oh,
session.
that's great. That's great. So you can learn a lot from them. And so please mind the changes which we have already mentioned, and we already sent out an e-notice regarding all the changes and all the information that you need for this year's HPCP. So I think we don't have any more questions. If we don't have any other questions, so I think we can move forward to the next session. Rishi, thank you so much everyone for being here and attending this session.
So much, Harpreet. So now we'll be privileged to hear from the representative of North South University in Bangladesh, winner of SPSBCP 2023, bagging maximum funding. Share their success story. So go ahead, the representative of Bangladesh section.
Good evening, all of you. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, so I'm sharing my screen, and yeah, okay. So following today's program, first of all, good evening to all of you. It's truly an honor to be here today as the speaker of IEEE R10 PACE Virtual Training Program 2023. And it's my privilege to share the IEEE High Performing Student Run Chapter Program success story. Yeah, this year we have won, we stood first in Region 10 in High Performing Student Run Chapter Program. Well, before I dive into our journey and accomplishments, let me express my whole gratitude to IEEE for providing me, for providing us with this platform and opportunity to connect with all the student run chapter leaders around Region 10. So yeah, so going with that about IEEE North South University Power and Energy Society, I will share a glimpse. That is, we our student run chapter was founded in 2017, and IEEE NSU SBC is the oldest student run chapter, and from 2017 to till this date, every year, every time we plan a lot of things for the betterment, for the growth of for the members who are in IEEE, and about the position, like in 2000 when we when our student run chapter when our student run chapter was started, like we stood 19th in region 10, that's in 2018, and with that in 2006 in 2019 we were 16th, and in 2020 we were 5th. Also following that, in 2021 we were around we were third, and in 2022 our we stood first. Yeah, this is the year of these results. And with this, like we already just okay. So yeah, our student run chapter have a year-long strategy and planning, like for how we have achieved these high-performing student run chapter programs. So firstly, we always form a leadership team. Every year there is a new panel, there is a new team. So there is an executive team, there is also a sub-executive team, and under that we have core volunteers, general volunteers. So yeah, it's we firstly form a leadership team. Then we start membership recruitment and engagement, like we recruit new members. We also go for the renewal, membership renewal. We always count about, we always be aware of the retention rate, and we see if how our students, how our student members, how graduate student members, also the professional members, how they are benefited. So we always keep a track. And with that, like that I have a plan. I have a plan. I already kept a plan. Like we maintain a document, an Excel document, where we we track the student records, the student activity records, and beyond that, after that, in the events we go for collaborations and partnerships, and for that we do technical activities and the professional development, and we go for the community outreach, like talking with other student run chapters, talking with our section, talking with our also the region, affinity groups, everything. So with these events, with doing these events, we always keep on documentation and reporting. That is event reporting, that is V2's reporting. We always keep a track of it. And after that, the simple thing is the leadership succession planning. Like again, in the next year, we another new team will come, another new panel gonna serve this community. So with that, we all plan for a succession plan. And yeah, after that, for the last years, like the recent notable events that we have covered in 2023, I will show. That is, first we did one of the notable events was Industrial Tour 4.0. This was the fourth industrial tour that was organized by our student run chapter, and it was with our collaboration with our student branch. It was in Energy Pack Industrial Park, and it was one of the Bangladesh leading power energy companies. This industrial tour also aimed to provide engineering students with a realistic workplace simulation and practical knowledge of workplace procedures. So also we have introduced a DLP talk session. It was titled Smart Power Controllers, Flow Controllers, which is the necessity for future grid, future power grid. And this was taken by Dr. Kalyan Keshan sir, and he was a PES distinguished lecturer. And yeah, that was also one of our greatest achievement, and we were very privileged to have him in our student run chapter program. Then we did another event, which was introducing smart grid technologies in Bangladesh power systems. and this was taken by the government officials, BPRC, and the seminar focused mainly on the possibilities for the challenges, the implementations, and in the smart grid system of Bangladesh. And yeah, we did a hack activity too, and that was Space Race for Kids, which we did in this activity in IEEE Space Day. Yeah, it was in a school, a kids school, where students from nursery to kindergarten, class one, they did actually wonderful, beautiful work. We gave them a whole black and white picture where they colored the whole picture, where they have seen the use of sustainable energy, the sources, and how these actually it was a collaborating color work, and we want to show them that about when we want to let them know about the sustainable future. And yeah, we did IEEE Press Day celebrations, and this was one of our greatest celebrations last year. We did. It was successfully celebrated at Norfolk University campus, and this event saw active participation from all PS members and features motivational speeches. Like we have called our alumni, distinguished guests, and um, last year, the year theme was powering a sustainable future, which was emphasized, and attendees learned about the history of IEEE PACE and PACE Day, also about the global IEEE. Uh, Also, following these, we did some other engagements that kept our members more and more active. Following that, yeah. So yeah, in 2017, IEEE Initiative Face SBC embarked journey in 2017 with a humble group of only 8 to 10 members. And today in 2023, we thrilled to share that our active PACE membership has grown significantly, boasting a remarkable total of 78 dedicated individuals. And these substantial increase in membership over the year is truly a testament to the incredible strides and achievements of our IEEE Press community. So yeah, and how these actually happened, I will say, we have a big strategic planning. We begin the year by setting clear goals and objectives. We identified the areas we wanted to excel in, such as organizing technical workshops, seminars, and community outreach programs. So yeah, the first suggestion I would say, we promote the diversity and inclusivity within your chapter. And I see the members in our student run chapters, they are very friendly. They always love to learn. They always try to be active. They always do collaborative work with everyone. So yeah, this team development, teamwork have a good vision, and we always try to promote. We always try to keep inside them. And yeah, developing the strategies and engaging and also retaining all members. Like there was a major challenge in COVID. We we actually lost few active members because of less. What do I say? The physical work with everyone. Like they always had a practice to do work in university, inside university or outside university, but they had no idea about the virtual program. So yeah, we did hybrid programs, we did virtual programs, and so we also let them know that this membership engagement was pretty crucial to our success. But we organized that still we organized the interests of IEEE, we organized the needs, ensuring that IEEE NSC PACE SBC was a place where they could grow both personally and professionally. So yeah, then step three, I would suggest enhance team leadership and encourage group work, which I have already discussed. We believe that power of knowledge sharing. We believe organize regular technical sessions, webinars, meetings, workshops, and these all are done by a separate group of teams. Like we have teams of PR, we have teams of graphics, membership development, content writing, and publications. So they do their work organizedly, like in like everyone is very much connected with everything. And the first thing they do, that is to learn, to achieve, to know more about IEEE and what they can gain from our PACE Student Run chapter. And yeah, the step 5, I would say, engaging members to attend IEEE conferences, workshops related to power and energy societies. Um, we always tell them to participate um, in several conferences around the world, like um, see, one of our event is coming, IEEE Hack Global Ambassador Program, which have been showed 2 3 days ago. So yeah, we already encourage our students to be a part of that, so that they can learn, they can grow their knowledge also there. And yeah, and the step 6, I would say, organizing flagship events, industrial visits, hack program, and monthly meetings related to power and energy, of course. So flagship events, we did IEEE PES step. We have our own flagship event, which was Power Bus, but later on, we didn't do much about it. Power Express we have, and hack programs like PES West for Kids we did, industrial visits, technical visits, and we always do monthly meetings so that we can, yeah, hello, am I audible?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So yeah, we do monthly meetings so that we see if what else we can develop, what our students need, what things we must do to achieve the best high performing student run chapter award. And one of the significant achievements during this year, our successful application to IEEE PACE Power and Energy IEEE Power and Energy Society High Performing Student Run Chapter Program in 2023, of course. And this prestigious recognition not only boosted our morale, but also provided us with additional resources to further and initiatives. So yeah, and we believe next year also we can stand first in the place, and including everything. So yeah, that's the thing. Uh, that's the thing we must follow. And this was the team. This is the team. There is me. There is our two vice chairs, Soleiman Fahim and Jubair Mahmoud Pulok. We had our two secretaries, Tafkia Azmin Faizan and Nabila Rashid. Our treasurer, Rafat Nawaz Nehal, and our program coordinator, that is Salim Shamsulam. So yeah, last but not least, I will say set clear goals, embrace collaboration, engage your members, leverage resources, never stop learning. So yeah, in conclusion, the success story of IEEE Institute Partner with Society Swimrun chapter is the testament to what group of passionate individuals, members, or can achieve when they work together towards a common goal. So our journey was marked by strategic planning, teamwork, member engagement, and a commitment to learning. So I hope our experiences, my experiences, and our insights have inspired all of you. So thank you for your attention, and I look forward in engaging with all you during the question answer session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. So anyone is having any queries, you can ask him. He is free to help.
I guess our session covered it all. I guess we are not getting any sort of questions. Thank you, Tashia, for your comment.
So that seems fine. Thank you so much, Sayedratna. Conrad, Chair of IEEE's Member-Driven Initiatives, will introduce us to member-driven initiatives and the new terms and conditions for this year. So I welcome Mr. Conrad. So please.
Hey, hello. Good evening. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, yes.
Welcome, Conrad. Thanks for joining. Yeah, Conrad, you can go ahead. It's your presentation time. Can you
Okay,
please
sounds good.
share your presentation? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Can you let me know when you can see the slides? All right. So yeah, good morning, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are right now. My name is Corin Schmidt. I'll be presenting here today a little bit about the change that we did on the membership development committee, especially for the member-driven initiatives. As you might know, like we relaunched this initiative this year, but we had to stop a little bit a couple months ago, and now we did some change, like pretty hard change. So thank you very much, Rich, for inviting me to present here today. Luis Felipe is actually the person leading the MDIs, but he was not able to join. So I just gonna be doing the presentation on his place. And I'm gonna save a couple minutes in the end for Q&A. If you have any questions, you let me know there. But I'm gonna be covering a little bit on the entire structure of the MDIs, what's the goal, how it works, the main chains and the things that you need to pay attention, and also some examples just to refresh your mind on what kind of activities and opportunities you can get with this kind of program. So yeah, the MDIs is one of the funding opportunities we have under the Membership Development Committee. We have different fundings for different type of financial opportunities that you are looking for. The MDI is the more advanced one, I would say. It's really a unique activity that you want to have in your student branch chapter, on your professional chapter, or maybe in a partnership between two. But it is really a unique activity, something that you are really impacting your local members and try to get new members. So it has a beginning, it has an end, and should not be that long. So that's how it works mostly the MDIs. A little bit of the purpose of the MDIs is over the years, a lot of universities they were looking for financial support to develop like maybe like technical tours, maybe like a small competition on their university, things to actually value their members. But they didn't have the money. So they have the time, they have the courage, they have the strengths, they have the team to do that, but they didn't have the money to buy the all the structure that you need to develop such activity. So the MDI came with this idea to provide you funding to make happen your dream activity or anything that you'd like to do for your student main chapter or your professional chapter. Right now, the MDI can be applied by any member. So if you are a PS member, you can apply for the MDI. But during the evaluation, we always try to look if you are a member of a student brain chapter or a professional chapter, because we understand that you cannot develop such activity alone. You need to have a PS structure behind you. So we suggest that when you apply for the MDI, you apply on the behalf of your student brain chapter or your professional chapter. The application is still the same. So we have this year we changed the application. Until last year it was a Word document which you used to send by email to us. But this year we changed it. Now we have a link in the PS website. So if you go to, you can type in the Google like PS MDI and you're going to be finding this web page. And here we have some of the main information about the program. We are still updating the web page, but especially you have a link for a form, and the form is going to look like something like this. It's pretty straightforward. We are trying to make it as easy as possible. So you can put like quickly the name of your initiative, who is leading this project, like really key information, which we are compiling in a kind of Excel file after that. So we understand which are the answers. We try to compare with other MDIs as well, and it makes easier for the evaluation, which I'm going to be explaining a little bit. But yeah, the form try to be a little bit more easy and straightforward. And also this type of form can be accessed by any country in the world. We had some issues with some other countries depending on the platform, but this type of platform is accessible by any country in the world. So any place you can access and submit your MDI. Let's go for the changes, right? So many things changed during these last couple months. So that's the main goal of the presentation today, to bring to you all what are the changes, what are the things that we have new in the MDIs, which are really, really important. And they might be critical when we decide to accept or reject your proposal. So the last update was on August 28th. This is the latest version that we have of the MDI available there. And now we have terms and conditions. We used to have that as well, but now they are more restricted, let's say. So in the form, you need to read, comply, and formally accept all the terms and conditions of the MDI. And we actually have an option in the form here. So when you check that box, means that you are complying with all this member-driven initiative documentation. And there's a link here. I'm going to be opening a little bit, but basically the MDI's terms and conditions is like a big list of requirements of your project and things that you need to do to ensure that you are eligible to get that funding, and also make sure that you expend that properly according to the PS guidelines and also IEEE guidelines. Some of the main changes. So one of the key type of MDIs that we received is it's like a travel from the student branch chapter to a utility, or maybe like a substation or any other like technical field. And this kind of activity has a transport, right? So you need to have like a bus or something else to move everyone from the university until that specific place. So this transport is pretty challenging for PS and IEEE because basically you're putting a lot of people from the university and they are leaving the university and going somewhere else, and there's a transport, there is like a risk in the middle to get an accident and things like that. So one of the requirements and the change that we did on the MDI right now is that if you use a chartered transport, you need to provide an official insurance agreement. So that's pretty common. Like usually the companies, they already provide that. The only thing is that you need to request that documentation and then send to us. So we know that your transport has reliability, it has insurance, so it's everything compliant. Because if something happens in this process, like from the university until the technical facility, PS is not able to support any kind of insurance. So we need to have a document explaining that either the company is providing insurance, or sometimes your local university is also able to provide that. So be careful if you plan any kind of transport. We need this documentation, and sometimes takes a little bit like to get these documents. So we try to alert you so you can get like everything ahead and save time and get your MDI as fast as possible. Another thing pretty important, and then this one is kind of confusing for a lot of people, is how the funding is transferred. So the funding right now is being transferred to the local IEEE section or chapter bank account. So we cannot transfer to your personal account. It's not going to happen. It needs to be a PS or IEEE account. Usually the professional chapters have their own account. So we suggest if you are in your student bank chapter and you don't have a bank account, try to get in touch with your professional chapter when you are trying to submit your MDI, So you can get to know like, oh, maybe they have a bank account that we can use. Maybe they can even like support us in this activity. They can even like just join, go there like to talk with the students or things like that. Because if the professional chapter doesn't have an account, then we need to do the transfer to your section. So that's another level, and sometimes section is a little bit hard to manage because your professional chapter is most likely closer to you than your section. But yeah, these are the two options. So keep in mind that we transfer to a PS bank account or IEEE bank account other than a personal bank account of you or your advisor. That's not going to happen. Another change, something that we added, like regarding the PS REST for kids, so renewable energy in schools, there is some engagement with children. So we also have a guideline for activities with children. So if you are planning to do any kind of event or activity in schools or with other children, like teaching renewable energy or things like that, you also need to pay attention about this IEEE guideline. So yeah, that's like another document you just need to read, make sure that you're complying with everything, because when we review the documentation, we are going to be checking that, especially if you have any kind of activity with children. And the last one, I think the most hard change that we had in the MDI is that right now we are requiring invoices and codes. So before you used to plan your budget, like I'm gonna expend $800, and I would like to request this amount of the for the MDI, and I'm gonna be expanding with like meals, with like promotion, with like maybe some technical materials that you're gonna buy to make your training. But right now we need to have invoices and codes for all the expenses that you are requesting from the MDI. So if you request $800 and you explain the reason why you need $800, you also need to provide invoices and codes for each expense that compound this $800. This is not really challenge. I would say it only requires planning from the applicant. So when you propose for the MDI, we have an option to upload all these invoices and codes. So before you apply for the MDI, you need to make sure that you have invoice and codes for all the expenses that you'd like to get the MDI covering for you. These codes, they don't need to be the exact one, the final ones. It's basically, we just need to have a perspective to ensure that, okay, maybe you request $100 for to print like material, and we get a quote of like $50, so it doesn't match, right? We just want to understand like why you ask like $100 if your quote's actually 50, because it changes from country to country, from region to region. So when we get the quote, we have like a better feeling on how is the cost on that region. And again, especially you need to have the exactly amount of money that you're requesting in the codes. So for everything that you'd like to have the MDI covering, you need to get a code. And again, it doesn't need to be the exact amount of money. It's just like an estimate, but it needs to be official from any company or any provider. So yeah, that's the main change that we had in the MDI. We understand that's not easy to plan everything ahead, but I guess if you guys just try to start, like think about the MDI a couple weeks before, you can reach out to all the companies, you can get codes. You can reach out to us as well if you have any questions or like something that you are not able to get a code but would like to get the funding. Send us a message or email, and we can discuss with the PS treasurer as well, and see what's going on, how we can make this happen for your side. Okay. After we have the application, so now with all these changes, so be careful about the transport. If you are doing a transportation between your university and somewhere else, be careful about that, because if you are doing, you need to provide insurance documentation, and then the invoice and code. So for every expense, you need to provide a document that confirms the amount of money that you're requesting. So all these changes are now part of the MDI when you do application. And as soon as we receive your application from the MDI, we do a selection. And that's where Felipe Gaitan is the expert, like, because he's leading the entire team, which is selecting, which is grading all the MDI proposals. And we have a really defined and well-structured process, which tries to be clear and accurate with all the proposals that we get, independent of the topic, independent of the region, independent of anything. We try to evaluate as similar as possible. And what happens is we have initially a revision. So I guess 4 or 5 reviewers, they're going to analyze your proposal and then check the budget, check all the requirements, the terms and conditions. After that, there's an internal review, an external review. So if your MDI is related with young professionals, if your MDI is related with humanitarian activities, so your proposal is most likely going to go to that committee for analysis as well, just for like the idea is like that they can see that you guys are trying to do something on that in their committee. And after that, we have the final evaluation based on all the comments and gradings. And then we have the option to reject, to approve, or to add comments. When we add comments, we are going to send you an email with some changes that we'd like to have. If you are missing a quote and invoice, we are going to be sending you an email. And your MDI is not going to move forward until you provide us all the information that we need. So that's one of the key things. Sometimes your MDI is for the next month or like in 2 months. So be careful about that, because if you miss any documentation, it's gonna slow your process. About rejection, it's pretty hard for us to reject MDIs. The only reason we usually reject is if we don't have the budget, or if your MDI is like too close, let's say for the next week, for the next month. That's too close for us to analyze everything, to do the evaluation, and also to make the money transfer. So we are requesting right now to submit your MDI with 3 months in advance. So 3 months looks like a long time, but it's not. It goes pretty fast. And we need to do a proper evaluation. We need to make the proper money transfer. You need to get this money, then you can start to expand there. So that's kind of the timeline we are applying for now for the MDIs. Here are some numbers. These are not really updated, but it can give just a perspective for you. So Region 10 here is our winner with the higher number of MDIs applications, the proposals. In total, we had 30, and around like 19 is from Region 10. So congratulations, guys. We really hope to receive even more from you. I know you guys are really active, and you are doing like great MDIs. So we look forward to get more. And the year is almost in the end. So if you already submitted an MDI and you got that, you can submit again next year. So we look forward to that. United States and Canada is still an issue. So we are working with them to get like some other MDIs in different regions. But you guys are doing a great job on this, on using this opportunity available from PS. Some of the evaluations here, again, this data is a little bit, couple months is not updated. So 21% of these 30 MDIs were resubmitted for review. We have some required revisions as well. 24% were approved, and then 41% were declined. And I'll be showing you why they were declined in the next couple slides. Let's see this one. So most of the rejections that we had about MDI was because of time limits. So again, if you submit your MDI to receive the money in the next month, we cannot make it happen. So we are going to be rejecting your MDI, not because the idea or because of the documents, it's just because we cannot make this happen, this money transfer happen in a couple weeks. And some other things that we had, like especially conferences. So MDI is not designed for a conference. So if you have a conference on your professional chapter, on your section, or on your region, that's not the idea of the MDI to support this conference as a sponsorship. We have different ways to do that. So if you happen to have a conference, just let us know and we can work with you to figure out conference sponsorship, or maybe put an MDI inside the conference, so that's something we can do, but not directly support a conference with the MDI. We cannot do compensation for work, so sometimes people wants to pay like speakers to go to your event and give like a really nice talk. Like PS cannot pay for speakers because we already have too many good people in our community that are available and willing to do a free presentation. We have distinguished lecture programs and other things that we can work on, and you don't need to pay anything. So these are the main reasons we rejected the MDIs, and you can see it's not because of your idea, it's not because of your project, it's really because of the constraints that we have on this kind of program. Here, just to close, and we open like for some quick questions, some examples. So these are kind of old MDIs because the ones that we approved this year, we are still waiting for the reports or then to be completed. But this MDI here was back in Brazil, renewable energy in schools by the University of Paraíba. So they propose an MDI to get materials, to buy all the things they need like to teach kids in the school about renewable energy, and it was pretty nice as you can see in the pictures. Another one on at the College of Engineering in Karela. So this one, they were like different workshops on machinery and different like areas of electrical engineering. And again, you request the funding, you can get some material to develop these workshops and teach all your colleagues and get new members, as well as improve the value of the membership that your current members have. Another one we had project What's Cooking Ladies. So this was a project, MDI project related with the women engineering. They had like several workshops and activities to engage then in a community. And this other one, Luxathon. This one we have another version this year which is going on, but this report here is from a previous year, 2018, as you can see. And it's a really hands-on MDI. I really like when the MDIs they propose and they use like hands-on activities to put people to develop things, buy the circuits, buy the material that they actually need to do these kind of things. And this is a competition, so the attendees they register and they have like I believe like 24 hours to develop like some of the best like lightning and things like that. So it becomes pretty nice because you put a challenge in the middle, and usually this we as engineers we like to have challenge and be in a competition like that, right? And one of the latest ones we got, this one green event, it was held in 2022 in India as well. So this one was pretty interesting. They have a pitch competition basically, where like people register and they had to do like a quick pitch on a specific topic. So we had a really good attendance, and people were there just like giving their ideas, having the opportunity to network with other PS members, and we had a good attendance. So as you can see, we had like 70 people joining there. We had 10 groups attending and 2 people per group as well. Yeah, and it was a partnership between a professional chapter and also a student brain chapter. So yeah, that was the main things I would like to share here today. Especially the structure of the MDIs and the things that we change it. So you can be careful when you submit your proposal, and also just refresh a little bit on the how is the evaluation process and how some other examples that we had. But again, we really look forward to have your proposal. The MDI program is not for us, is not for senior members especially, but it's really designed for your professional and your student brain chapter. So we know that student brain chapters especially, they don't have many funding opportunities besides the high performance student brain chapter program. So the MDI is really looking forward to give you funding to develop the activity that you really want to, because we know that you have the strengths, you have the courage and you have the time, but sometimes you don't have the money on your chapter. So the MDI comes here to fill this gap. And again, if you have any questions, here's my email. We also have Felipe's email here, and we have the membership development committee email. So if you have any questions, if you have anything that's not clear, just let us know. Also, if you have any issues on your submission, things that you're not sure on how to explain there or how to get this information, just let us know, because we can work with you and make it happen. The idea of the MDI is not to be hard, but it should be easy and really accessible to all chapters around the world. So yeah, thanks again for inviting me, Rich. It's a great pleasure to be involved with these sessions. And anytime again, if you guys need another training on the MDI, just let me know, and I'll be glad to be here.
Thank you so much, Conrad. We also thank you for finding time and it's your busy schedule to join us for this VTP. So now, if you're having any queries regarding this, you can ask or put it in the chat box.
Thanks, Conrad, for the nice session. I have pasted your email ID in the chat box. If somebody have any query, they can also reach out to you. I have a question, like, is there any, like, for example, let's say today I got the approval for funding for MDI. Is there any timeline by which the event should be done? Like, how many months it will take? Like, for example, if I'm planning for a series of events through your funding in MDI, so by which time I have to complete all those events?
Right. So the MDI is not really for a series of events. If you happen to have like different days, we most likely are gonna ask you to do in the same week. So if you have like different days for the same activity, try to do like as close as possible, because when your activity goes like too far, let's say more than like a month or more than like 2 months of duration, then that actually becomes a special project, because you're trying to engage people and have people with your project for a long time. So that would be like another funding opportunity. But what I would say, just like a couple days together, like 2 or 3 in the same week, and that would be the ideal to develop your MDI. But we are open for proposals as well. So if you have a different idea or something else, we are really happy to see these kind of proposals.
Okay, like I found like the funding is really good and so significant. Like, and somebody can also plan as a series of events. That's why I'm asking for the question. For example, if somebody want to organize some school events, so for example, renewable energy teaching, and then they want to select some different venues to 3-4 schools within that same funding, whether it's possible or not. So that's the question.
Okay, so do you mean like different fundings for the same project, let's say?
Yeah. Like, for example, if venue may be different. For example, different schools we can target for same thing under same funding. Is it possible? Then we need at least 2 weeks to target 4 venues, something like that.
Yeah, I would say it's possible. Yeah, it's possible. As soon as like the general idea is the same, and you do like in a closed time window. We don't want to have like, let's say, one part of the event now and another part next month. That would be a little bit challenging. But if you try to do like this week and then next week something else, we can definitely make this as an MDI. Mhm.
Okay, thank you so much. Any other questions from audience? We will take short questions in next 1 to 2 minutes. Otherwise, we'll start the next session. Okay, that's great. Thank you so much, Conrad, for the nice session. We'll move like, yeah, Puneet, please share the slide.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Rich.
you so
Appreciate
much.
that.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much to be there with us always. Whenever we'll invite you any kind of initiatives, you are always be there with us. And I hope like SBC from Region 10 really get a lot of from this session, especially the new terms and conditions. And I hope you will get a lot of good proposals this year. And the deadline is I guess 31st October 2023 for this year. So
Yeah.
it's yeah. So I hope like people will start from today only to arrange all these things. You have added one new thing, that is invoices. They will arrange all those things as well. So I hope you will get nice proposal this year. Thank you so much. Thank you
No,
so much
perfect.
for the nice session.
Thank you very much. Yeah, you guys have a good day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, Siddhi, please carry on.
Thank you so much, Conrad. So moving on to the next session. So now we are honored to have esteemed peers leaders with us today. Ms. Jessica Ben, IEEE President. She's a visionary leader and architect, has spearheaded electric industry's reliability matrices and grid risk assessment. Currently, she is the Vice President of Grid Services at GridX Partners. So now we'll have an engaging session with them for some insightful interactions. So I welcome you, ma'am. Ma'am, please.
Hello. Well, thank you for having me. I actually read carefully your agenda. Was wonderful. It's like I have all the apps on my phone. Very convenient for all the student chapter leaders or the young professional, even the professional chapter leaders, because without those tools, it will be very hard to kind of empower the members and even do not know what to do, where to start. So I'm glad that agenda kind of sort out all the things we want to know and even have a VFair platform training. I'm impressed. So thank you for having me here. I don't have any presentation. So I assume this will be the interaction, like questions and answers. Is that right?
Yeah, ma'am. We'll take these queries in a while. We are going to join by Hustle as well for this session, and for this session we have Edward from PSSC sites for all the queries. So this session is mainly for taking the queries from all the leaders on the PS members who are from Region 10 itself, and we are consistently getting a lot of queries from them for all the sessions that already have done. So over to you guys. You guys have the access to unmute yourself and can directly ask the questionnaires to Jessica for now.
Cool. Well, I'm waiting on the questions. I know that Rich, you've been trying to get help and from the India IEEE office and try to order the promotional kits for the student branch chapters. Do you have any update on that?
Yeah, for merchandise things, I'm working on this, ma'am. As discussed, we are on the stage to make a framework, and I'll connect with the IEEE India office. Nagratna is from their side and from IEEE staff as well. We have to first find out like what is the frequency suitable for them, and then we will make a Google form, and in the Google form itself, uh, we will try that PSSPC leaders like are not dependent on the SB chair, and PSSPC chair can apply directly through that Google form for the PS merchandise, and with the specific requirement. For example, if they are going for any kind of initiative specifically, and that needs these merchandise things, they can mention in that, and further we can redirect to IEEE India office. So as discussed, we as soon as all things finalized, we will start it as a trial run for India, and later on from the next year we will start it for all over region 10 as well as for other regions also, if possible. So that's a good thing, especially from your side also, you are in giving a lot of inputs and pacing up this thing, and hopefully we'll do it. And one more thing we have started is all about for the professional chapter side. we are working on creating a web page on the website of all the professional chapters, in that they are clearly mentioning in the tabular form or something which is really interactive for all the SBC leaders, like kind of supports they will get from the professional chapter side. And it's definitely like just a definite something called as fixed framework, where they will get a complete idea what is the proposal format, what is the time period for evaluation, how much funding they will get, who is the contact person in the professional chapter side, so that there should be no any kind of miscommunication or something like that. Like if there is any event planned, it should be executed and there should be no delayed or something because like the message is not communicated, that kind of thing happened. So that's what we are planning, and hopefully both the things will be done by the next month. And we will share the e-notice and through our LinkedIn and whatever our social media handles to all these SPC leaders. So these are the two good news from our side, and hopefully we will implement them as soon as possible. Thank you so much, man, from my side. And I hope like okay, guys, it's open for you. If you have any query, that's what the this session is meant for. You can we have also have some queries in the Google form. I will take later on, but I want that first they will unmute themselves and they can ask any query from you directly. Thank you so much.
The promotional kits, we not only heard the request from region 10, region 8, and sometimes region 9 as well, and even region 1 to 7, but most requests came from region 10. So so I thank you for working on that. I know it's been slow, and so hopefully we'll see more, and you can give us the examples and best practice so we can apply it to the other regions as well. Thank you, Rich. Okay, I see there are a few questions, a couple of questions in the chat.
Yes, so this is like when we can renew our IEEE membership. Do we resubscribe to society too, or it's by default? So yeah.
You can take this question, right?
Yes. So this is Peter, thank you so much for your question. This is the right time for taking your IEEE membership. We started a membership for the next year, usually like around August and September, and you can renew it for the next year. And for the society also, you have to subscribe, as I think I covered by Prashant also, like how to take the membership as well. You can take the any society membership including PS. So for first year it's free, and for the next year renewals from the last year it is $1 without any cost for essential membership only. So you can take from there. You have to subscribe for the society also. So like in PS there are a lot of membership benefits. This year we have added on the resources, PS resources, that's completely available at free of cost. If you go on through the PS resources, we have shared in the chat box the link also. You will find if somebody has no PS membership, I believe they have to give some funding, give some amount of funding to get the access to the PS magazines and a lot of resources, including IEEE Explorer as well. But whenever you have the PS membership, just by for the first it's free of cost, and for the next it's only for $1, you can have the free access for all the resources. That's the PS online resources that you can get from here. So that's the good news for you also. So that's an advantage of taking PS membership, and there is a lot of benefits, like you are attending this session also, that's only because of your PS membership only. So that's the thing. And see, the ma'am has also had some presentations. She can also brief a little bit. Over to you, Jessica.
Yeah, that's the answer I was looking for. So essentially, the IEEE has its own membership. The way they structured, MGA has one membership, which is section and student branch, but that includes all the fields. Includes computer, communication, power, energy, you name it. Sometimes you have a material science, reliability, research, and all that. That would be the IEEE membership. And what I say is, if you like say junior or senior students or graduate students, you kind of focus into one or two, right, or cross discipline, but not everything. IEEE has 39 societies and 7 councils. It's a lot. but you probably have 1 or 2 or 3. And then you can go look at each individual society or council, see if that matches with your interest. And then you would subscribe PS or communication or signal processing as your field. And we all work together, and you can chat with your section folks, student branch folks, or society or student branch folks, and get to know all the things that you want. So it is, yes, it is like Rich said, you have the IEEE one, but it doesn't have a focus, doesn't have a focus area, does not have a field of interest. Once you add a society to it, then you have the field. When you graduate, you would have a major, right? What is that major? Is it in power, energy, renewable, or data science? That's the field I'm talking about. So yeah, needs both, and to focus on a particular field. And I did show some of the slides. One is that the student membership will be $1. There's no code needed, because this year we had to use a special code because we didn't get the change on time. The IEEE IT, the IT department wants to have any changes before May the year before, like May 2022. We couldn't we didn't get the changes on time. So this year we use a code, but next year they implement it. There's no code needed. So just $1 for the electronic package. And then we also have a few recent graduates, and you can use this code to get 50% off for your PS membership as like recent graduates and YP. And if you become a sorry, I'm getting a cold here. If you become an engineer or a professor, assistant professor, and it's been like more than 4 or 5 years, but you have now renewed your PS, or have not been active, or you have not been a PS member, and we have also a code called PS Joy 23, and for the high grade membership next year will be free. I know that lots of I want to thank Alban and Edworth. So there are lots of a code ready to use across the entire IEEE on the IEEE day. So this is kind of our promotion, or I think we're trying to get this energy transition and get renewable energy, combat climate change, all that. That's why we most of our codes are related to the students and young professionals. Okay, with that, I'm gonna stop my sharing. Great question. I think I have another question. Any proposal for new student membership on this IEEE day? Those are the ones that I presented. So I don't know if that answers your question. So for IEEE day, the proposal for the student membership fee will be $1 for next year. And then for new students or renew, it's all the same for the $1. And if it's recent graduates, will be 50% off. And then if it's a high grade member, will be the first year will be free. Does that answer your question? Okay. You know, and yes, there's another question. Any update on 4-year membership for students? That's what I showed early. It's $1 for every student, either undergraduate students or graduate students, all the same. It's $1 every year. It's new member, a new student member, or renew. It's all $1. Because we don't like to see like jump back and forth. We like to see if you're interested in the power and energy field, please stay with us. And $1, we assume that's very attractive, affordable. So we used to have a free for first year, and then the next year it would just went up to $15. So we create a lot of students. There's a word called churn, is like up and down, and like for the first year for the first year students, we have lots of students join us. By the second year when they renew, they just dropped out because the fee just went up. So we actually changed that. Now it's all the same. It's $1. Does that help? Okay. So I think that's it. When we renew IEEE membership, do we the society to? Yes, you do resubscribe to society. It's not by default, because the MGA and society, they run independently and separately, even though we're IEEE big family, but the membership, they all do it every year and independently. So yes, resubscribe to society. For existing professional members, any promotional code for renewing? Because if it's existing professional members, let's say you were a recent graduate, you graduate 2022, right? You're renewing, you're a active PS member, you're renewing, yes, you get 50% off using that Celebrate 50 code. But if you let's say you are a 10-year young profession or you're just regular member, there's no promotional code for existing professional members. But for the recent graduates, yes, up to 4 year, you can use the 50% off that code. Be fair is interesting. When will be job fair for Region 10 students? That's a great question. So we actually is on here or Edward.
Yes, I can take that question. So
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
yeah, so we are starting VFACE. We already are doing in conjunction with ISDT Europe in the month of October itself. So that's our pilot VFACE program, and we'll be doing in R10 as well, probably in the month of December this year. And we are still working with the professional chapters and companies to get onboarded with our VFACE program, and we'll try to make sure that we do a couple of VFACE program in R10 as well, probably in the month of December, starting probably in the month of December this year. That's our planned proposal now.
Great. Yeah, I know that, and the mentorship has been added to the same platform as well.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so you can kind of enjoy the one app, right? Instead of both. I mean, instead of separate one.
Yeah, a
Another
single
thing.
web page for both VFACE as well as mentoring. We will be having a single website for both of them.
Yeah. Another thing I know you and I'm working on is try to get other societies join us, because for the energy transition, renewable resources and everything, a resilient grid, combat climate change, we need data scientists, computer engineers, communication folks. So so eventually this will expand to the other, not just the power and energy students. It will expand to other. The VFAIR itself will expand to other fields as well. So okay, let's see. There's any questions?
So I see a question regarding our LinkedIn page. So Rishi, can you just share the LinkedIn page of official PES as well as a PES student chapter committee in the chat?
Sure. I'll share it. Jessica, for a while, we'll take now the address from Hasala. He had joined this meeting along with Julio as well. So I welcome Hasala, the chair of IEEE PS Young Professionals. Thank you so much to be here for the short notice. And over to you, Hasala. Thank you so much.
So I'm going to be, guys, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Let
we
me
are able
share
to
my
hear.
screen first. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I am going to put this on slideshow mode. So can you all see? Share, okay. So, okay. I am going to be Julio. So I'm presenting Julio's presentation, and Julio has been under the weather, and Anand could not join. But so I'm very happy to kind of share a few thoughts with you all. First thing is I'm here as the PES1 chapters committee past chair. That's what I'm representing, and yeah. So it's such a pleasure to be here, especially, and I would like all of us, to kind of appreciate Jessica here first, because Jessica has been promoting and advocating for students in the last 2.5 years, 3.5 years probably, more than we have, the student leaders. So she has done so much for our community, and I think we are very lucky to have her lead the lead PS in the last 2.5 years, and she had done so many things that I never ever thought that we as PS could achieve. So I think make sure to tell thank you when you see her next, hopefully physically, but also if you see her in a virtual meeting, because we are blessed to have her lead us. Um, with that being said, I'm sharing a few slides from Julio here. Feel free to unmute yourself, ask questions, and this is about you. So this is not about this presentation. This is not about me, Jessica, or Julio, or Anand. This is about you guys and what you need so that you can succeed supporting your members. And we want to give you the tools. We want to empower you. And this is not about us, but it is about you and your community. So that's our focus. All right. So first point that Julio wants to make is that our
Asala, can you
sector.
reshare your screen?
Okay, perfect. I will do that. Sure.
Thanks.
All right. So the first thing is that the sector is changing, folks. Everything about this sector is changing. It is not what it was 10 years ago. It's not even what it was 5 years ago. The change is incredible. Now, to tell you what it looks like, at least here in US, all right. So 5 years ago, it cost almost twice the cost of a gas or petrol powered car to buy an electric car. Twice. Nobody really bought it. And you guess what? Last month, it's cheaper to buy an electric vehicle like a Tesla, very very smart device, very smart smart car, very glitzy, fashionable, and a lot of good stuff there. Everybody wants to own a Tesla, right? But it is cheaper to get that than a diesel or a gas car. So that's where we are right now. Things are changing so fast. For people where you need heating, the traditional heating methods are changing into heat pump based approaches. So instead of gas or electric kind of joule heating, so the gas is changing to electricity. Cities are changing all this, and the consumption is just hitting the roof. So in places where we don't have growth, say US, the West typically, and China, the usage is changing. So when you take the energy ecosystem, a lot of things that use the fossil fuels are changing to electricity. Now, in places with growth, like in India and Sri Lanka, around that area that you guys are from, there is growth in population. So even if the electrification is not changing as significantly, the growth in population and the smaller increase in the usage of electricity per capita is causing such a big requirement and need to have energy, right? Electricity. And the other point being that we have got so much dependent on electricity. So even if we have the same, say, we have an adverse weather impact 5 years ago versus now, the impact we feel would be much higher because we are working from home. Say we are working with so many virtual meetings. We need the internet. And if you don't have electricity, We won't be able to live our lifestyle. Everything will stop. Everything is on the internet, your buses, your trains. So both the demand is increasing and the requirement to have reliable supply is increasing. And that gives us to be the needed workforce, the people who really make a difference. It's a big opportunity for us. And this is what Julio and Jessica and Anand and all our community, the governing board is driving to make sure that we have enough people to do this work. Because right now in US, for instance, there's not enough people to actually do the work that's needed to be done. All right, so let me quickly go through the slides. PS membership has grown significantly for sure. Now, but that growth has been, oops, okay. That growth has been, okay, it's, let me share the screen here again. That growth has been driven by the students. However, we want to make sure the students stay. And now we don't have a free membership, right? You have to pay some amount. So that, and then so we do want to make sure that, and that has been a driver for Jessica to make sure that we give enough value that the students stay after the first year and the students stay with our society after they graduate. And we want to give things to make sure that that you guys get good benefit so that you can stay with us, because we want to make sure that we deliver what you want, and you staying with us is the best testament to that. All right, so there has been a steady growth, but you see that students lead the way, and there has been a decline in the mid parts. For instance, the 40s, there has been a decline, for instance, and then comes to the climate change part. I mean, you guys don't need any more proof, but it's always there, and you'll see a lot of things that are happening inside IEEE itself, led by Saifur Rahman. Even the YP has a climate and sustainability initiative going on to kind of give you an opportunity to engage in this work. Climate is changing, and it's changing faster than normal. And sustainable development is not happening at a way that we don't know if we'll have a planet in 200 years. That's where we are right now. The way we are consuming consuming our resources in a not so smart manner, and how we are impacting the natural balance of the earth. All right, so, and that goes, economic losses have increased significantly, partially driven by the impact of climate change and partially by the impact of electrification and the dependence of electricity for of our society. And we are trying to decarbonize, right? We want to make sure we use sustainable approaches in our engineering. Things are happening, but we have challenges. For instance, what they call the duck curve, for example. You have a lot of solar EV in your daytime, and now what has happened is, if you take even big substations, there is some reverse power flow at certain times. And if you don't engineer your system to be able to support that, you are going to face challenges in that you can't reliably support your customers. And this is our challenge. This is our opportunity. And yes, so many things we can do to make sure that we look at the bigger picture. We use the different technologies that are available to solve this, starting from understanding where we are, the situational awareness, using sensing, using data and all that, then being smart about how we plan, how we use our resources, how we protect our system, and how we give how we manage our assets, and how we design our systems and harden our most storm prone or most climate change prone assets, say poles, for example. You design it in a way that it is more resistant to damage, or you underground where required. So this is not, there is no one solution for this. You need to engineer it. The solution in India, say Kerala, in one city would not be the same solution you can apply in New Delhi. It is all going to be so different. But that is going to be our challenge. It's our opportunity. It's where we want you guys to be when you guys graduate, to do that work. Because without doing that work, we'll just be talking. And talking solves no problems. All right. So today, one-way energy power flow. Tomorrow, or I wouldn't say tomorrow, I would say right now, it's a bi-directional power flow. And as Julio very clearly shares, we don't have enough folks who are interested in power engineering, power and energy related fields. It's tough. It's not the easiest. How do you write Gauss-Seidel? How do you write Newton-Raphson? How do you plan? How do you optimize? These are challenging mathematical physics based, these are not easy things to learn. And so it has been tough, and it's been tough also because electronics have had typically paid more, and getting folks to get into power engineering field has been tough. Now PS is doing quite a bit to help with that, but again, the economics is driving this change as well, because now we need a lot of folks. We don't have them, so we can demand more in terms of what we get for our work. Clearly, and these slides will be driving that we need more graduates, and we want more workforce in the power and energy field. It's and I think it's tough. It's tough. This is it's not like programming a microprocessor. It's not as cool when you get started. It's not easy. It's not like making a small robo, making a line following robo. It's more, you can do things and you can see things much more easily, whereas you got to work on your simulations, and it's hard to get into the field to see these things, how to understand how it impacts our community. So it is hard field to learn. Now, yes, so I think what Julio wants to say is that we need people to volunteer for us. We want, because without you guys, the volunteer leaders, really, there's nothing that Jessica, Julio, Advait, and and Rishi can do together. We are nothing without you guys. So we need you to go out there to find those volunteers, to give good benefits to them, so that they would want to volunteer, to show a brand that attracts these young communities to be part of the work that we do. And then I think from our end, PS, we are always, you see Jessica, she's the PS president, and it is early Saturday morning for us, and she's right here talking to you guys, getting your questions, even though from a macro point of view, this is a regional student conference, for leaders, but she's still there, and that just is a representation of all the leaders. We are here to listen to you, get your good ideas, to help you implement them, to support you guys however we can. And that also, Advait is here, Rishi is here, and we want to make sure that you guys are supported, and that's what this is about. All right, so do you guys have any questions that I can take? I don't know, Rishi, if you have a loud volume, but if you can talk, I'm happy to take any questions that you can ask.
Yeah, thanks, Asla. All are allowed to unmute as well. So if somebody have any question, they can unmute. And we have some question in the chat box, as well as during the Google form, registration form as well, we have some queries. So we'll take first from the attendees if they have any queries, and they can unmute themselves.
Perfect, Rishi. Can you coordinate it? Yeah, make sure to kind of, you just speak it out if it's on the chat, please, so that everybody knows what the question is.
Okay, we have a question in the Google form actually that's relevant to how IEEE helps in connecting students in engineering college to industries.
Very good. So I will give you an example from my end, okay? When I was a student, I wanted to learn. So this was the time in Sri Lanka. So I'm from Sri Lanka, guys. That's where I was born and bred. Most of my life I have uh, in the my youth. I lived there in my youth. That's where my family is from. So when I was in the university, they started creating a net metering program. So you guys know about net metering. If you know about net metering, put your put a thumbs up. Well, it looks like you guys don't know about net metering. So net metering is where it was the first program to kind of get people to put solar on the roofs. So net metering, the concept is they however much you consume, and then you import you export your extra to the grid. Say you export 50 units of electricity in a month. So net metering means that you, even though you export it, you can take it off directly from the bill. Say you have a bill of 300 units. So that's the amount you consumed. And then you exported 50. So net metering is you just pay for 250. And this was very lucrative. But when they set this up, I wanted to know more about this, and I wanted to see what the economics was it, did it make sense? 2008-ish, that's when they started it. And then me as a person, I tried to approach the companies, but they were like, hey, you are a student, we don't have time for you. So that's where IEEE came into play. I created a group inside my student branch. We didn't have a student branch chapter, to be honest. We didn't have a student branch chapter. I didn't know about PS at that point. I come from a power program, power bachelor's, but at that time we didn't have a student branch chapter. So I got my friends within the student chapter, student branch, and then we said, okay, IEEE student branch of University of Moratuwa wants to talk to you, and all the key folks. In fact, the general manager of the utility right now, that guy, like the topmost guy who runs the utility right now, who ran part of this program, and all the three big people who wrote the white paper to set this up, we were able to meet them, understand it better, and we wrote a white paper from our end on, okay, as an unbiased set of, we are unbiased set of, we don't care about the business part, right? Or the utility, because both of them, they have their own sides to it. And so this gives, being in the student branch gives you an opportunity to go to industries, make a talk, because they want you go to say, now I work for Siemens. So if you guys came to Siemens and then you asked for like a talk on the technologies that we work on, that allows you to make those connections. As leaders, you get to connect with these folks, and then your community gets to listen and interact and make those connections. So that's, I think, one of the biggest advantages, because once you have that personal connection with the industry using IEEE, doing IEEE activities, that opens so many doors. So that's one thing. And then you can have so many interactions. You can have competitions, you can have field visits, you can organize your own career fairs. Hopefully in the future we'll give you tools to do that, but you don't have to wait for us, because industry needs people. They need good workers, they need good engineers. So, and if we have them, they will come to us. And as leaders, we will be the face, right? We will be the face of that community, and that will give you an advantage as volunteers, because your face, your name is the connection. That's my take of it, but of course it does not stop there. I mean, I think Jessica might have something to add if she has, or if anyone else wants to add anything, feel free.
Sure. Actually, I think you covered very well, and I appreciate that you being one of our workforce outstanding engineers or research scientists. I know you're very passionate about everything we do. I think we got to know each other through the PS Young Professional or YP and students podcast or chat, fire chat. And I remember that you wanted to know about the regulations. Now you joined Siemens. I guess you'll come back and do the regulation again, right? That's what I hope to see that.
Yes.
Back to back to, so not only yes, on the technical side, you could be a lawyer, energy lawyer, and you could be an economist, because we need you, of course, data scientist, and also a great leader. And this is what I wanted to add to what Hasala said. And just look at Hasala, right? And he's he's even my boss. He's a big boss at IEEE. He's the YP committee chair at IEEE. So I listen to him a lot, and I try to get his feedback, see what we're doing actually will meet your needs. So all that is part of the IEEE. What this whole big family can offer, the opportunities, the network, the information, and the leadership opportunity. And also you'll be recognized. You get all kinds of awards and fellow senior members. So I think if we can summarize it right in a couple of sentences. One is, or phrase is, the PS and IEEE are your professional homes, right? You're born with your family, and when you're young, you're nurtured and loved and educated, and now you kind of become independent. You're in college or graduate school, and who's gonna kind of nurture you, help you in terms of your career? That would be IEEE and PES if you in our field. That's one thing. Another one is that if you're not sure your talent, then you can try it out. Leadership, public speaking, or research and curiosity, all that you can test it out within the IEEE. Having a job is good, right? I mean, you can make a living and contribute, but it's kind of small, right? Sometimes I heard people say my soul is much bigger than a job. And this is where you can test your soul, how big that is, and once you join IEEE. So I'm gonna stop here.
Jessica. Yes, and so guys, so that's how I knew Jessica too. Just like the solar thing, there was a big winter storm, Yuri. That's what it's called. So look it up. There are lots of good analysis about that, on how this climate change, the dependence of electricity of our society, and how it impacted. So that's a good example. There was a huge winter storm. People did not design it they didn't plan for it, they didn't design the system for these extreme events. And what we can do, what we did was, Jessica having her technical background, being regulation, she with all that, she was willing to share it, and that's how I kind of got to know her and kind of build a relationship. And I think that's one advantage, but all the skills you get doing that's incredible. It's you can do the things you like, but also build skills, soft skills, build the network, and it's a buffet of value, buffet of benefits. We cannot give you one, but and again, it helps you go to the industry because of the branding that gives you the skills that you have will put you in front of the queue. And you will be always, up to date with what's happening. If you're in PS, you will know exactly what's happening with grid forming inverters, what's happening with grid following inverters, what's happening with grid planning. Whatever your interest is, go to the PS Resource Center. And then next year, based on Julio's work, I believe we are going to get a lot more resources. Like all our members are going to get quite a few PS magazines and PS transactions, the top level technical publications for free. That's what I can remember. And these are going to be big value, because however, you have to go there, read it, you have to be excited about it. If you are, so much resources are there, and you don't have to wait on your professor, you don't have to wait on your university. You can learn it by yourself by being part of the PS community. So that will put you in a really good place to succeed in the industry. All right, so any more questions? I know we are running out of time though.
Thanks, Asla. I have shared them a link of resource center as well. We recently, PS has given them an access of free of cost if they have PS membership. Thank you so much. We will take one more query. It's relevant to like how IEEE PS is addressing and pressing the issues of sustainability and clean energy.
PS is addressing sustainable and clean energy. Yes, so PS has its own climate and sustainability community. We have I think we have a committee that works on it. I think it's part of the strategic planning. But it is I'm not saying that we have one, but every single thing that we do is connected to that. The way we work on with the with our conferences, and things like that. And you know that the PS has a humanitarian activities committee, and part of it being sustainable development. So yeah, I think I am not at a place where I can exactly say what's happening very, very specifically, but then it's all, as a IEEE ecosystem, we are at a really good place. For instance, IEEE YP. So you cannot this is like a family, right? So every IEEE is connected, from different, it's a matrix kind of organization. So we have a lot of folks. We even have a governing board member who's just appointed to work on climate and sustainability. And YP, for instance, which is part of PS and YP, and everything is connected. And for instance, YP has a climate and sustainability task force, and that our community was in the International Renewable Energy Agency annual meeting. We had panels. We show our technologies, like what we have to the people, the policymakers. We were in the New York City Climate Week. So but that again, it's about, like, in our technical communities, there's a significant focus on climate change related technologies and support for that. So so there is IEEE. I mean, if you look at Saifur Rahman, the current president, and look at what he's doing, like, our focus this year was his focus. The one topic he focused on was climate change and how we as technologists can help it. IEEE has a climate change website. We have an ad hoc at the board level just working on climate change. We have a technical activities board, has its own climate change community. There is a community for climate change right now. So as IEEE, one of the major focuses has been climate change, and I think you can I think at the end it's about what do you guys want to do. It's about what do you guys want to do. So IEEE does a lot, but then we need leaders who are willing to work on these topics. So just make sure you share your ideas, what you want to do with the leadership, and we can always create spaces for you guys to thrive in, and have a positive impact on this issue. Yeah, that's what I have to share. But yeah, so Rishi, yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Hasla. We have a direct question about what's the role of PSSCC plays in PES. So I hope Advait will take it.
Thanks, Rishi. So, PS Student Chapter Committee, I think we have Asela here, started this committee specifically. So, we started this committee last year. Earlier, we had something called as PES, Chapter Student Activities Committee, I guess. But PA Student Chapters Committee is specifically to engage you guys to make sure that we deliver value to the student chapters, which are I mean PA student chapters, to make sure that we are there to provide all the support they need. We make sure that you get the activity, you get the funding like HPS, PCP, and all other materials or all other resources that you need accessible for you guys. So we have separate subcommittees region wise. Region 1 to 7 we have one other subcommittee, we have region 8 subcommittee, we have region 10 subcommittee who's doing this actually, and Rishi is the representative of that particular subcommittee. So all of these subcommittees and this committee works to make sure that the student chapters are able to run smoothly and make sure that students are getting the value out of the PS membership, to make sure that whatever initiatives which PS do is reaching the student chapters and the student community at the end of the day. So that's the major goal of having this student chapters committee. And if I miss something, Asale, you can add on if you want, since you are the one who started this.
Well, I mean, so I wouldn't say I started it, but at the end, we kind of make sure that you guys are student chapters are taken care of. That's because we have 10,000 students, and we want to make sure there's a structure where we can make sure to kind of support you guys. So the representation of what students need, and the work, some of that work is done by, most of the work is done by us, including high performance student branch chapter program. If there are any new initiatives, if there are any questions, we take it. We make sure we check the quality of the work, provide training, and we are the interface with the governing board, right? If you guys have things that you need, you come to us, and we kind of put it together, and we share that with our leadership. That way we can effectively coordinate and support you guys. So that's the student chapters committee. The role of the committee, we are your representation. So we are your face to the governing board, and we help run the program for PES. Yeah.
There is
Thanks.
another question in the chat box, which I think Jessica or Asala can take up. That's reading, how does PS be helpful for the graduate students who are pursuing MS, Masters, or PhD? And how do students connect with universities abroad through PS or any other resources? So if Jessica, yeah,
Advait,
go
so
ahead.
Abel, are you referring to finding an opportunity, or when you are like in your PhD, how for PS, how PS can help you? Can you be more specific on this, Abel?
What I meant means, like, if I want to get in a good university, so like how do I connect with the PS other societies? Means like of that student counts, means that student branch. So how do I connect with them?
So you are trying to find a PhD or master's opportunity to pursue it after your bachelor's. So that's what you're trying to say. Okay, how do I get how do I apply for a position, or how can PS help you get a position, graduate in a graduate, to do a graduate program? That's your question, is it?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. So the connections you make will be kind of one part of it. So the connections you make, because that will give you, so you guys ask me, or like you work with me, or you work with Anand, or you, that way you can definitely kind of support. Like even right now, a lot of colleagues who who I work with, who need help, they come and kind of ask from me, because I went through the same process, and that came through PS and IEEE though. Other part is getting you ready, because at the end it's about, if you want a graduate program, you want to be an academic, right? For most parts it's an academic um, activity. So by using PS Resource Center, by getting into listening to webinars, by being connected to the technical people, you'll be putting yourself um, at the forefront of technology, of whatever tech that you are interested in. And then when you apply, that gives you an edge, because you know what to, when you get in an interview, when you put it on your CV, that gives you an edge. So that will help you get the positions over other people or the students who have not done all that stuff. The connections will of course help you in some instances, because they'll be like, hey, this professor is requiring these students on this field. If you're interested in this field, go to my LinkedIn and check it, and you'll see every time I see somebody asking for a PhD position, even job positions, I just repost it. So you can just check it. And then just not me, most of us do that, just so that if you're out there, you can see it and you can apply for it. And I think we can do a little bit more as well on that part, but we need more volunteers to help out on that. Like, for PES, we have training on how to write a statement of purpose, things like that. You'll see in the resource center how to write papers once you get into the program. How to make sure you get you write effective papers. Yes, so that's kind of my take on it, Abel. Do you have any? Did I cover your question or?
Yes, sir, got it, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you for that question. All right, so I think with that, I think we have come to the end of the session. So let me hand it over to Rishi. And thank you guys for all that you guys do for your community, for your leadership, all the time you put in. I'm incredibly honored to be here and talk to you guys. And please keep connected, and please keep sharing your thoughts, ideas. Please keep moving forward. And then I wish you all the best.
Thanks, Asla. Thanks for your nice words and in a nice presentation. We have some more questions for SCC. I'll take at the end. Jessica, you have anything as a concluding remark for today's session? Hello, Jessica. Any concluding remark for today's session?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm muted. Well, no, I think great job, and thank you and entire team. Thank Hasala, and if Julio's still here, thank you, Julio, for the great slide deck, and hope you're getting well soon. With that, and everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy, and hope to see you soon. Keep in touch.
Yeah, I thanks to Julio so as well. He joined in this meeting. And really I'm thankful to Advait as well as for the well support at the back end from SCC side. I'll just take short queries for the SCC, like what are the activities, like how to make an SBC active. I'll say, okay, you just have to go through HP SBCP scoring rubrics. That's a complete guide how to make your SBC as an active. If you organize at least one event in any of the category, that your SBC is going to become an active. And new scoring rubrics are added up as covered by Advait in the previous session. You can just go through that, and that's something you can do. Another thing is about Spark. We have all the updates on our website. It's all about for the inactive SPCs. We collaborate with inactive SPCs and make them active. We will make them to at least do 2 events in that annual year, and it will become eligible for the next year HPC. And the main motive is to make them self-sustainable. And if you guys have any other queries relevant to PES, you can join our WhatsApp groups. And also I'm sharing you my all the social media handles of SCC, including LinkedIn. You can check in the chat box, and please stay with us. We will hope to reply within the same day. Thanks from my side, and Advait, over to you just for the last concluding remark. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rishi, for the complete overview. So thank you so much, Jessica, Hassel, and all others leaders who joined the call. And thanks to all the student chapter reps and all the student chapter committee members of Region 10. Thank you so much for being so active and doing a lot of initiatives and events at Region 10 and engaging our student community. And thanks for all the student members who have joined today. Thanks for spending the 2 your precious weekend evenings with us, and hope you got some value from it. and hope you got to learn a lot of things. And we would really love to see all of these things put into action at your student chapters, and make sure that you deliver the value to your student members at your student chapters. So that's what we really want to see. So with that, I think I am also pretty much done. So thank you so much, everyone. Have a great weekend and good night.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much to all the attendees as well. They are staying with us from the last 2 days for complete 8 hours. And I'm also thankful for my team, for all the volunteers, for all their hard work. And thank you so much. So by this, we are concluding this session. I request you all to please open up your camera for a group photo if possible. And thank you. Thank you so much. For a group photo, please. I request my team to please take 4 or 5 photos so that we'll select the best of one. Others, please try to open up your camera. Okay. I hope it's done. Thank you so much, guys, for here for such a long time, and have a nice and happy weekend. And stay tuned with us over all our social media handles if you have any queries with PS. Thank you so much. Bye. Take care.